The Coast2Coast Racing League at its halfway point on the season as we go down to Steel City at Lernerville Speedway, the house that Don Martin built. That's the Oswego Speedway. Welcome to live coverage of the Coast2Coast Racing League Monday Night Madness. As always, we begin with our beginning C division presented by Malcolm's Mills Mill Riding. At the halfway part of the season and at an awesome sprint car track where you just never know what is going to happen. So glad that you can join us, everyone, alongside Dean Reynolds and Isaac Salas. I'm Marty Sakala with you. Dean, let's start things off here with Lernerville Speedway because this is an awesome track. Multiple grooves here, so you always got to be aware of going in the corners. Too high, you're gone.
Yeah, this is the only track on the iRacing forum that does not have an outside wall, and it will come into play. I remember last time, Marty, didn't you have going over the corner count here last time?
We did, and we're doing it once again tonight.
So, but yes, multiple grooves. I had multiple grooves in the matinee this afternoon. So it is a fun sprint car. It's actually a fun track on this sim. No matter what class you run here. I've even run a late model here and had fun. And you're going to see some great action all night.
Isaac, if I could just have you move to your left a little bit. You're kind of out of the shot. There we go.
My left?
Yeah, there we go. We got you now. So let's talk about something new on the Coast2Coast Racing League beginning tonight. And Roger told me a lot about this. There is a brand new team, the Salty Dogs Racing Team, which consists of many senior citizens. That could be a factor tonight. Anyway, we're talking Roger Craig, Bill Calder, Gary Taylor, Steve Bixler, Steve Power, Mike Cranmer, John Rayner, and Dean Meissler.
Well, we got a Dean in there. They could have had two.
But Isaac, what do you think we should see from this new team?
Well, from the sounds of it, it sounds like it's a lot of veteran drivers. So, of course, you know, they've been here, they know the rules, they know what's going on. And most of them, by the sounds of it, do pretty decent every single week, or are in contention to start doing a little bit better. I think it's going to be fun. You know, with all the team dynamics we got going on, maybe it's another team that we can kind of bounce ideas off of.
It'll be fun to see what happens here tonight. Of course, we begin with our Raiders division. At the moment, car count of 16 drivers getting set to take the green flag here at the moment. Let's show you times currently as qualifying is just around the corner. Joseph Grandy currently the quickest on track. He's got a 12.82 at the moment. Of course, you see the track all slickened out here early, and drivers are testing out the low side here, Dean. Looks like we got a cushion just developing a bit.
Well, that's what you're going to find, especially in the feature. The heats is going to be top dominant. It's qualifying is actually really important here. Twofold. A, you want a time quick to get in front of the field. Of course, they have the invert here, but also you want to be on the outside. For the first two heats or so, it's an advantage to be starting second here, going in turns 1 and 2. So it's unique how you want to position yourself or to start here. Then in the feature, it's no holds barred. That track widens right out. You can run 3 different lanes, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. As we get set to go for qualifying here, just moments away. How about we take this opportunity to look at your point standings coming on in, and guess who it is? Our buddy Isaac Salas. He currently has a 10-point lead on Jeff Sharp at the moment. 5 starts for Salastine. He's got 5 top 5s on the year. Only driver with that many.
You know, welcome to the sprint cars there, Isaac. Do I have to get you a wrap for one of these now?
You can.
Okay, we'll have to get you an outlaw wrap, I think, now.
That'd be beautiful.
First driver to make his way on the speedway and the number 54. This is Wreck-It Ralph Connor Jr. Ralph Connor Jr.
Go right to the top. Yep, right to the top.
Ralph Connor Jr. 8th in standings, up 5 from last week. As Ralph came off of a 7th place finish at Kokomo last week. As you see all the drivers on track utilizing the top shelf. through corner number 4. Lap 1 for Ralph Connor Jr. goes in the books. He sets the bar at a 13.304. 1.3304 for the 54. Making it way through turn number 4. Connor's lap is complete. And he goes 13.033.034. Doyle Lawrence puts up the first 12-second lap at a 12.893. 1.2893 for Doyle Lawrence. Making his third start of the season. Let's see if he's faster on lap number 2. He is off by a 1/10 of a second. Onto the racetrack now is a quick time from Kurt Schatzer to 12.737. Pat Boyce off of corner number 4. Let's see if he's quicker on lap number 2. And he is. 12.816 for the driver of the number 41. Off of turn number 4, Jeff Sharp currently third quickest. Can he go quicker? He can't. Lap number 1 for Isaac Salas. He currently goes 7th quick at a 13.64.
Did you spin out?
No.
Salas' second lap at the stripe is faster. He goes third quick at a 12.732. Chris Forsyth coming across the line for his first lap. He goes 4th quick at a 12.744. 1.2744 for the driver of the 225. Forsyth 12th in the standings coming in, making its 4th start on the season. Second lap goes 2nd quick. 12.722. Under a minute to go in qualifying. Here's a look at the 999 of Austin Marlett through corner number 4. A faster lap for the 999. 12.84838. He's 6th quick. Bob Curtis coming across the start-finish line as he stays 11th. Tyler DeZube, 8th quick on lap number 1 for the 704. 1.2934.
Tyler.
Nice save for him. And so that will do it for ABR Setup Shop qualifying. And ladies and gentlemen, with a quick time of 12.712 in the number 218, the Matt Shepard lookalike in Kurt Schatzer. Heat number 1 is about to take place, and our first heat of the evening is brought to you by our friends at Langdon Mechanical. Langdon Mechanical, where they are the second to none in heating and air conditioning in the Hamilton area, and promise our customers our own professionally trained Langdon specialists will be there personally every step of the way. We guarantee your customer satisfaction from start to finish, including sales, installation, and maintenance service of your heating and or cooling system. Every equipment sale, installation, and maintenance service call we make is backed 100% by Langdon. Here's a look at your starting lineup. Our first heat for round 6 of the summer season. It's Ralph Connor Jr. and Doyle Lawrence on row number 1. Isaac Salas and Kurt Schatzer row 2. Joseph Grandy and Dean Meitzler in row number 3. Those are the following 6 drivers that will have a chance at starting on pole position tonight. Field rolls off here for the first of 2 pace laps. Winner will start from pole position. Of course, because Kurt Schatzer was the quickest Dean, he will start from 4th position due to the invert in this heat.
Yeah, now, we got to ask Isaac. I just got done telling him you want to be on the outside in these early heats, and now he's on the inside. So this is going to be interesting. Ralph is hoping to get the start to go into turns 1 and 2 where he can maybe slide Doyle and get up to the top. Isaac, I just don't know where you're going to go, and you probably don't either.
You watch. We'll make something up on the fly. I might, if I can get a good start, I might try the top. If they try to slide each other in 1 and 2, I might try the bottom and see if I can take command of it.
It's good thing on this, Marty. It's almost like starts at a Fairbury. You always want to be on the outside. That's kind of the key here, too, in the early heats.
And Kokomo.
Yeah, true. Good point.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are just setting up at the moment our fall-off count of the evening. Whenever a car goes off the track through the outside, we will update that every moment it happens in racing action. Here we go for the first heat. Winner starts on pole position. We're green. Look at the run from Schachter on the outside. He goes 2 for 1. Salas way loose. Big send. Grandini makes contact with him. Connor leads lap number 1 in a wild sequence of events, but Schachter goes for the slider. Connor Jr. tries to take it back into turn number 3. Ralph Connor Jr. has the lead for right now. Schachter nearly runs out of room, and he leads lap 2, Dean.
There's no counter.
That's me.
There's a whole lot of stuff already in that first lap.
There were wrecks that were waiting to happen all around, and somehow they kept it straight. Joseph Grandi runs in 3rd. Ralph Connor 2nd, but Schachter currently quickest at the moment in a 12:89. Dean Meitzler, final driver with a transfer spot, but Doyle Lawrence is closing in.
Schachter, I'll tell you, coming from 4th to grab the lead there in lap 1, that shows you how good of a car he has and shows you how comfortable he is here.
We put the fall off count at 1.
Congratulations, Isaac.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's go back to our battle for 4th spot between Meitzler and Lawrence. That's on board from the rear end of Meitzler. 2 laps to go in this heat. Who will start inside the top 12? We're about to find out. Lawrence tries to take a peek underneath. That's not working though. Oh! Meitzler in the wall hard, and he's out of a top 4 spot. Final lap is underway into 3 and 4. It is Kurt Schachter that will start from pole position, the GY6RN Schachter roofing machine. Connor 2nd, Grandi 3rd, and Lawrence rounds out the field.
Now with the speed that Isaac went off, I take it you found all the way down to the orange fence. That stops at the end. Yeah, sometimes, Marty, you can go off and save it, but with the speed that he had going in 1 and 2, that car wasn't going to stop.
Second heat race is brought to you by Magnum Race Design. Magnum Race Design offering iRacing wraps, hero cards, logos, flyers, and even t-shirt designs. If you're looking for a new design and want attention to detail, competitive pricing, and fast turnaround times, check out Magnum Race Design on Facebook, where you can contact them directly through Messenger. Magnum Race Design, the proud sponsor of the 358 Modifieds. Here's the starting lineup for heat race number 2. It's Chris Robley and Tyler DeZube on the front row. Jeff Sharp, Chris Forsyth, row number 2. Jordan Probst, and we'll start from 5th position. You see Roger Craig starting in 6th position. He's our race director for the Raiders, and we'll get to him when the time comes. 5 drivers all looking for the outside of the front row. Isaac, I know you only learned a lot through the opening laps of this of your heat race, but what are the takeaways so far?
The takeaways that I found was that top is blistering fast, except it'll bite you very quickly.
Drivers tonight are following the Steve King Foundation Pace Truck, formed to help the dirt track racing community across the country by providing financial assistance to drivers, pit crew members, race officials, track ops personnel, or the immediate families of those individuals who suffer serious illness, injury, or death. I don't know why, but somehow I can hear a little birdie in my head. That's actually being voiced by Craig. So we're getting all access with the Bass Man tonight. So winner will...
They brought in Jack Hitt to be the pinch hitter for race directing.
Ooh, Gentleman Jack.
That was Jack doing the end. I think that might have been me. I forgot to turn Jack down.
You're all good, man. You're all good. So, you got 5 drivers in this heat. You got a fast ones in DeZube, Sharp, and Forsyth. And then Jordan Probst, who also making his debut tonight with the Coast2Coast Racing League. Here we come off of turn number 4. Heat 2 is green. DeZube looks to get the jump on the outside, and same with Forsyth. The outer line gets the great jump as Sharp and Probst have gone around. And that does not count for Probst as he went off the track. That's not a fall off in our book. Lap number 1 is in the books, and it's led by Tyler DeZube. Forsyth has put it down to about a half a car length at 3 and 4. Tries to diamond the corner. Dzube nearly does a wheelie. At the stripe, though, it's Forsyth at the line, 13:35. Faster by 3/100. And here he goes to the inside, Dean.
Yeah, and I think Forsyth, he knew he was a little bit faster, so he was just waiting to where he got close enough to pull that slider, and that was textbook. Nice, clean way to do it, and you could definitely do it in 3 and 4 here.
We continue to watch that battle for the top spot, and it is the closest battle at the moment. Half second separates Forsyth and Dzube. And there goes Dzube off the track. Yeah. Now, how is this going to help Jordan Props, perhaps? Let's see what happens if Dzube can't fire that one back. We may have Props making it into 4th position. Here he comes off the turn 2 as he's up to 4th spot. Dzube can't get the car back going in time. The front wing is damaged on the 704. And so he'll have to go to the B-main for some extra practice. But still Chris Forsyth out in front. 1 to go in this heat.
Chris now running the middle of the track because he probably, if he does have a mirror or a spotter, they're saying, hey, you're way out front, just bring it home, you're going to win. And big advantage, he's going to start on the outside pole of the feature.
So it's Forsyth, Robley, Sharp, and Probst that make up the top 4. I'm sorry, I believe it's Probes, actually.
And, oops, there he goes off the track.
So the fall-off count has gone up to 2 at the moment. Man, we haven't even reached the first feature yet.
We haven't even done the pool to see who's going to get closest.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just happy that I can start the trend off right, all right?
Well, you have the first guess. By the end of the Renegades, what's the number going to be?
By the end of the Renegades?
Yes, what's the number going to be?
Yeah, let's take some bets. What do you think it's going to be?
I got
Isaac?
lucky number 13.
Okay. All right. Isaac's
Are we talking single car though? Like say that someone
any
gets
car that
off
falls
track.
off while racing. So
I'll stick with 13.
You're gonna go 13. All right, Dean.
I'm going to go 17.
I'll go between you guys. I'm gonna go 15.
And have people put yes in the chat.
Yeah, everyone that's watching,
yes in the chat.
Start guessing with us.
Yes. Yeah, put some guess in what the fall off is gonna be. So
maybe we get Roger to give a mug whoever nails it right on.
yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Or sticker.
Predictor of the week. So
Spectator of the week.
all right, heat race number 3 presented by 2-1 Designs, making wraps for all dirt racing needs in addition to 118 scale RC wraps. Like them on Facebook at 2-1 iRacing Designs. Bob Curtis and Steve Bixler on row number 1. Then is Austin Marla and Pat Boyce, row 2. Dan McLaren is back as he rounds out the field, starting in 5th position, looking for his 3rd week of the season in doing alphabet soup. Speaking of chat, by the way, let's give a couple of hellos at the moment.
Hi, Mom.
Ouch.
Hello to the Sniff 94 saying let's go. Elliot LaJoie Tasse. I can't speak French, unfortunately. So.
Was that you speaking French?
Dan McLaren, thanks for the warning. We had music going during our first 2 heat races. But hey, nothing like a little good old music. So Dittmer's guessing 22, by the way, as our heat is green.
Okay.
Oh, McLaren into Austin Merlin, Pat Boyce. Nah, that doesn't count. For the race lead, Bixler leads.
Yeah, and Steven ran the matinee, so he's got a lot of laps already. So hang on, Dan.
Oh, there's off. Oh, don't merge back on.
And he may have kept it going. I don't know.
That was close.
But now it's turned into a battle for 4th position because Pat Boyce is closing in. Let's take a look here at the Malcolm's replay. Does this count as a fall-off?
I think if all 4 tires go over the bank, it counts.
Let's see here. Oh, nope, that was 2.
That was 2. Yes, it was.
So Dan got lucky. We're halfway through heat race number 3. McLaren, though, quickest on track as he increases the gap on Pat Boyce by 1.5 seconds. and starts.
He does have a chance for third place as well. I mean, he is running a little bit quicker than Marlett is right now.
13:03 versus a 13:18. McLaren the advantage. Actually, last time by, it was 15 to a 30. But look at Marlett around the outside on Bob Curtis in the second spot. He goes. McLaren could have a chance. This time he takes her downstairs. Final lap, though, is underway. McLaren looking for third. He's got it now. Can Bob Curtis hang on for fourth spot? This could get interesting. Pat Boyce is closing in. It's a half second. We know who's going to win the heat race. It's Steven Bixler. Who's going to get the final transfer spot? Bob Curtis will hang on. Holds off Pat Boyce to do it.
Oh, I'm in this, aren't I?
You are. B-main
All
time.
right. Here's a good chance for Isaac to get some more laps or add to the count. Either or.
Yeah.
I would
Why
expect
not both?
to add to the
Why not
count.
both?
There's gonna be no in between with Isaac.
It's
I
brought.
would expect.
Yeah, go ahead. It's brought to you by.
I'd expect. You just do the sponsor. I'm gonna go off.
It's brought to you by Gambler Motorsports. Let me see here. Has he lost it yet? Let's take a look. Yes, he has lost it. Look at him.
I'm so going over. I already know it.
Lineup looks like this. It's Dean Meitzler and Tyler DeZube on row number 1, and Isaac Salas and Pat Boyce row number 2. You know, we only got 4 drivers in this B-main. This should just be comedy.
Oh, it's gonna be. Don't worry. Oh, man.
The good thing is for these 4 drivers that Lernerville is a racy track, so even though you start in the back, you still got a good chance of getting a mug. This is a track where you can really get a mug.
I'm trying to be a B-main bandit here.
It looks like as well, with the way the track is formed up, 1 and 2 is not as slick as it is in 3 and 4, so this could get very interesting. One lap to the green flag. By the way, appreciate everyone that said that we had music going during the races. I don't have.
Can they still hear us with the music?
Oh, they can still hear us. Oh yeah.
Okay. Was that good elevator music, or was it like Metallica?
It was like Metallica.
Oh, heck yeah.
So.
Master of Puppets. Shout out Stranger Things.
B-main underway.
Patience, young grasshopper. Patience.
I would love to see a fourth to first charge in 2 laps. Look at Pat Boyce to the inside. They all leave DeZube in the dust. Meitzer leads lap 1. Here comes Salas underneath. Slide job Salas once again. Oh, there goes Boyce. Keep it on the track, and he does.
Yeah, that looked like a single screen type deal. He didn't quite know where Meitzler was and just nicked that rear bumper, push bumper.
Salas starting to pull away. About a 5-car length lead on Meitzler and DeZube at the moment. That's on board with Dean.
Nice name. Isaac, you're looking comfortable out there, though. Getting some laps.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Nice and straight.
Let's ride on board for a lap here with Isaac.
As you can see, Isaac is using the crumbs with the right rear, and the sprint cars will hook up with that. You just gotta be careful because you don't know where the top of the bank is, though, because it is covered with the crumbs. But he's looking real good right now.
Working 3 and 4, everyone up on the high side. Look at DeZube trying to recover after his tough start. Closing on Meitzler for second position. Just got to be careful not to fall off the banking and plateau downwards. And I took a look at that when I was there in person. It is scary.
Or the boats and the campers off turns 3 down the bank.
Meitzler shut the door on Tyler Dzube. There he goes, all the way up top. Up into second position goes Dzube. I'll put him for right now in a 14th starting position at the moment. Meanwhile, through 3 and 4, it is Isaac Salas out in the front. He wins the heat. So it's Salas followed by Dzube, Meitzler, and Pat Boyce.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There is a chance.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Especially for a mug.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta go for a mug here.
Warm-up watch underway, presented by Flatline Racing Bodies. You'll see all your favorite drivers on the track. And just a heads up, this will not count, by the way, towards your fall-off count. It's only in races. It's not in timed sessions. So, gentlemen, we're expecting a bunch here. We're seeing the high side be the place to be, but this low line has not gotten slicked up yet.
And I saw Isaac go low there in the last lap to give it a shot, and it looked like it stuck pretty good.
I'm just trying not to wreck while leading. That's all.
But you can do that here. You know, like we talked earlier, you can do a slider line also. 3 and 4, it's a little easier to pull the slider, but 1 and 2, you can do the slider line for speed. Not necessarily a pass, but to do speed, which is unique. That's what's make this track a little bit different. But if you're going to do a slider pass, you're going to do it in 3 and 4.
Here's a look at Kurt Schatzer, who will start on pole position at second quick at the moment. Will absolutely be a threat to watch out for here tonight. Schatzer is looking for his first win of the season in the Raiders. He got a win in Rebels earlier on in the year, if I recall correctly. That was in our season opener at Fairbury. Actually, it wasn't our season opener. He got that win at Fairbury.
If you were doing the count, it'd be up to about 32 right now.
Probably.
There's a good chance.
Here's the thing. The thing, though, is we can't look at every single car to see if they fall off during a time trial or a warm-up.
Well, what they're doing here is everyone is seeing how fast they can go up top and push the limit before they go off. And that's what I did when I did the practice in the matinee. I actually went off 3 times during the practice before the feature because I just wanted to see how fast I can go up top before you're going to go over that threshold.
Lernerville is a fun place as well to race on when it comes to the big blocks. Got to be very careful of that high side or else it will bite you. Joseph Grandy currently the quickest as you watch Bob Curtis on track. Nice job, Isaac.
Yeah, my bad,
Ooh,
Bob.
there goes the plateau. Look at this. Look at this.
Wow, that was
wow.
double flip of the week.
Yeah. That was
Nice going, Isaac.
That was a
I'm just boat shopping.
Do they have synchronized gymnastics or something? So anyway, warm-up watch is in the books. It's time for our first feature of the evening. Let's meet the field in the We Let the Dogs Out for you Coast to Coast Kids Club starting lineup. On the front row is Kurt Schatzer in the 218 and Chris Forsythe in the 225. Row 2 is Steve Bixler in the 75, Ralph Connor Jr. in the 54. Row number 3, Chris Robley in the 85, Austin Marlett in the 999. Row number 4, Joseph Grandy in the 518, Jeff Sharp in the 28. Rounding out the top 10, Dan McLaren in the 88 and Doyle Lawrence in the 3. Row 6, Jordan Croft in the 27, Bob Curtis in the 012. Row 7 is Isaac Salas in the 05 and Tyler Dzube in the 704. Rounding out the field tonight, Dean Meitzler in the 49 and Pat Boyce in the 41.
Remember, Dzube's going to have to switch with Boyce to take that feature ELL. It's only one row, so not a big effect for him.
So we're just about set to go. The Steve King Foundation pace truck rolls off 2 pace laps here at Lernerville. Let's get some predictions here. Dean, who do you got?
Well, last week I gave Isaac the golden ticket to win by picking him, but I got to go with Schatzer here because he's just got that smooth style that you're going to need at Lernerville because that top is going to get slick. And I think Kurt can find different lanes to run, but I think Isaac is going to get the hard charger.
I think Isaac's going to get the hard charger, and I think he's going to win the race.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I got some work to do, boys.
You do for sure, man. You do. But if Isaac doesn't win, I'm going with Kurt Schatzer. I like the pick. So
yeah.
Lights are off. The pace truck. 1 lap to go until we get the green flag. 20 laps. Top 10, as long as their IL are under 225, are eligible to transfer to the Rebels division tonight. That will begin in just about a half hour from now. Well, we're so glad you could join us as we're at the halfway point of the season. We're at the Lernerville Speedway. Schatzer and Forsyth make up the front row. First feature is underway here at the Steel City. Kurt Schatzer.
Textbook 1 and 2 for Schatzer. Textbook.
Got a great start on Chris Forsyth going down the back straightaway. Look at the run for Steve Bixler down to the inside. Looking for second spot. That doesn't work. We got 2 cars sideways. And Forsyth's up on the wall. He's off the track. Fall off count to 3. We had 2 cars go sideways as well. That was Probst and Salas at the start of the race. 2 laps are complete and Schatzer leads by 0.6 of a second. Now we got trouble. Chris Robley has spun it in turn 4.
That's the yellow you needed. Yes, you did. That's the one you needed. Still a lot of laps left.
Take a look at the Malcolm's replay. Show you the start between Probst and Salas into turn number 1. There was just some contact between the two. Wow! All right, Jordan, that's impressive. Just slid in between those 2 walls like he made it look easy. Here's the reason for the yellow. Watch Chris Robley in the 85. He's just working on it on the inside. There was some contact from Dzube that sent him sideways. Forsyth left him with nowhere to go. So you see Robley's in the pits, had to get a tow from that. Field is cycling through. We'll check and see if we'll go green flag this time by.
Go to green.
And you're correct. 2 laps until the green flag, and we will have our Mission 22 restart coming up in just a moment.
And Probst did lose a lap, so he's a lap down.
So because of Forsyth's issue, that does bring the fall-off count up to 3. Let's reset the field as we come to the restart. Kurt Schatzer leads them. Steve Bixler 2nd. Austin Marlett 3rd. Ralph Connor Jr. is 4th. Joseph Grandy 5th. Jeff Sharp 6th. Dan McLaren 7th. Doyle Lawrence 8th. Dean Meitzler 9th. Pat Boyce rounds out the top 10. Schatzer, the control car for this restart, ready to fire. Back to green. And a great jump from him as Bixler was caught sleeping on the restart. Marlett is 3rd. Connor Jr. on the outside, trying to hold off Joseph Grandy down the back chute. And he does for right now, but Grandy working on the faster way around the track. Almost had the gap on Connor Jr. Oh, he put him in the wall. Connor Jr. saves it though, but McLaren's got a run on him, Dean.
Yeah, that's one thing I forgot to mention. The outside wall, when you come off turn 4, you
Connor's lost the front wing. The top wing, rather. And he's in the pits.
I so had him.
Yeah, here, Marty, as you know, you could save it coming off 4 when you almost think you're going to go off, but then the wall comes up. And a lot of times you can get that front stretch wall here, too. And it makes a big play.
Show you a couple of things that happened here. First with Probst in the 27. Thought he spun it out on his end. Looks of it, he didn't. Here's Ralph Connor Jr. Let's see how this started. Contact with McLaren. Goodbye.
It's a hard hit.
And you saw Forsyth as well in the background go around too.
Connor called it a race.
Contact with his dude. Oh no, he went off track too. So that makes the fall off count currently at 9, and Tyler Jazube.
We went up to 9?
No, up to 5.
Oh my lord, I was like, what?
But gentlemen,
Marty saw more stuff than I did.
All right.
the Malcolm's replay sees all.
So in Isaac's case, you're probably going to go where they ain't, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming to the mission 22 restart zone once again. It's Schatzer that leads, Bixler second, Marlett third, Grandy fourth, and Sharp rounds out the top 5. There we go, back to green. Nice restart from Schatzer. Bixler still runs in second spot. No change amongst the top 5 at the moment. Everyone running on the outside. First run is on the bottom for Doyle Lawrence. He's currently stuck in the 7th spot. Ahead of them, though, we got a run on the outside for Austin Marlett. I think maybe Grandy tried to look down to the inside, but Marlett holds on for P3 for right now, but he's starting to close in just a bit on Steve Bixler in that 75, Dean.
Yeah, Steve is staying down low. He's got his wing back a little bit, and he just feels more comfortable down there. But again, that's not the worst thing in the world in Lernerville, if you can keep the momentum up. But Marlett looks like he's going to get a little bit of the momentum coming off the corners. But great race. This is great racing.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Bixler and Marlett for hanging on there with the race leader in Kurt Schatzer, who is running the same line Marlett is. Grandy's got to run at the bottom. Yellow is out. Oh, no.
Again.
Not even
Don't pull a moon in. Don't pull a moon in.
Yeah, the twirl.
Yeah.
You can add that count up to 6 if you want.
That we will do.
Down there?
Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm not good at Lernerville, fellas.
This may be a drop week for you, boss.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah,
But this is one of the only ones I gotta take.
Still got half the race to go.
Hey.
Lots of time.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
It's true.
Hey, Marty, though, you said that, though. I'm not surprised because Bixler's got a smooth style, but, you know, I thought Schatzer was going to pull away a little bit here with Forsyth going off, but Steven's staying right there.
Yeah, he has been. Maybe they could be a factor late in the race. You know, if we get a late race restart, could see some sliders.
I think those salty dogs are talking to each other and spotting for each other down there.
That reminds me, let's take a look, by the way, if we have any of them. If we have 3. We got Bixler. No Steve Maurer. Rainer doesn't race till later. We have Meitzler. Unfortunately, this is not a dash race. So what happens is if at least 3 dogs are in a race and it will be declared a dog dash, the highest finisher will get a dog bone.
With a name like Dino, how come I'm not in on this?
That's a good question. Anyway, back to green. We got 9 laps of racing to go here at Lernerville. And immediately you see Bixler try and make a charge down the inside. Marlett tries to get the run off of Grandy.
A factor might be the gentleman running in 5th.
That is Dan McLaren, who is up 4 positions from the drop of this green flag. Tyler Dzube has gone off the track. That goes up to 7. And the caution flag is out.
Begin to think Brandon Dittmer knows what he's talking about with his 22.
Yeah, I'm starting to regret my pick. Ooh, he just got into Meitzler. Man, I don't know how Meitzler did not go off course there with that. That's pretty impressive. And The ending for Tyler DeZube is that his car was just a little bit too jacked up on Mountain Dew.
You did go there, didn't you?
I did. By the way,
That hurts.
a happy late birthday to Ricky Bobby.
There's a cougar in the car.
Let's take a look. Hang on. Is there a cougar in the car? Let's confirm through the onboard. Nah, it's just camouflage. And at least he's giving Dean some love with the Dirt Vision logo.
There you go. We're good with that.
All right, coming to 1 lap to go this time by. While we are at it, one more time. Let's. Actually, haven't rid on board with a driver yet on a yellow flag. Let's ride on board with Tyler DeZube. Detmer in chat says, "I'ma come at you like a spider monkey." Come on, Isaac, say it.
No. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
All right, guys, bring it home. You're cutting into my warm-up time.
Chats are ready to bring him back to green like a spider monkey. Marlett trying to get a run. He lost a spot on that restart, maybe even a couple. Grandy's in third. McLaren is up to fourth. Marlett trying to go the faster way around, holds off McLaren for fourth. Now can he get Grandy for third of the line? Caution.
Add another one.
Chris Forsyth. That's the second time in this feature that he's gone off the track. Just a little bit too much. On his side, taking a nap. Almost pulled a moon and twirl.
Almost got taken out by the pace truck coming out of the pits.
By the way, don't forget, we've got the Rebels coming up at the top of the hour at 8 o'clock. When we finish this race, we will get set to go for our B division. Field resets as we come back for the Mission 22 restart. We wanted to go green this time by. Right now, let's tell you at the moment, the biggest mover of this race is the number 41 of Pat Boyce, up 9 positions from last up to 7th. So a nice run for Pat Boyce at the moment.
So mad at Pat for passing me in the last corner last lap at Kokomo, so I couldn't go to Renegades. He got me for 10th.
So we'll come back to green. We'll have 5 laps of racing to go. Schatzer, Bixler, Grandy, Marlett, and McLaren, the top 5. Green lights are on in the Mission 22 restart. You saw Bixler once again take a peek underneath. That's not working. Grandy still holds on to 3rd position. Marlett and McLaren both going around the outside. Can they pick off Grandy for 3rd? They can. 4 left, Dean.
Race for 2nd is amazing. If Schatzer has a rearview mirror, he's probably want to say, "Come on, guys, keep fighting with yourself so I can move out." But this is some good stuff.
Marlett has 3rd of the line. Bixler shuts the door on him, though. He had to let off the gas. That got close. Kurt Schatzer is missing one heck of a battle at the moment for the runner-up spot. This could be in favor of Austin Marlett. Oh, hang on there, Grandy. And Marlett edges out Bixler for 2nd with 2 to go. Grandy's on the grass. He saves it, though.
Marlett did one of those close your eyes and make a move. I'm either going to be in row 4 or I'm going to come out in 2nd. And it worked out for him.
Final lap is underway. Marlett trying the inside. Grandy and Bixler touch off for 2. And McLaren gets into Grandy. Here we go. McLaren goes sideways. Off turn 4. Marlett doesn't have it. Schatzer wins. What a race at the end!
And look who moved to third. And by the way, got the hard charger. I'm going to say I picked the winner and the hard charger, so I want a mug. Good. Come back, Isaac.
Schatzer, Marlon.
Thanks,
Okay,
buddy.
let's watch.
Yeah.
Now here's the real question. Did Isaac keep his foot in the gas? That's what I would like to know.
Yeah. Yeah, and I went around everyone.
Good have to ask that.
Let's take a look. Right off the nose. Wow. And there you see Marlon take a peek underneath on Schatzer. I think he was trying the slider line, but that did not work. Let's take a look, and then we'll take a look and see the issues between Grandy and Bixler. You saw Grandy move Bixler up the track, and then there's McLaren. And by the way, Dan finished in 11th position.
Ooh.
Up on his lid he goes. And on four wheels, that's unfortunate.
Actually, Isaac, you had plenty of room. You really didn't have to sweat it.
Yeah.
They parted the seas for you.
Show you as well, just to confirm on the fall-off count, show you as well Jordan Probst. Yep, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this fall-off count is up to 9, but it could be at 10. Ladies and gentlemen, the fall-off count is at 10. And we haven't even gone to the Rebels part of the race yet.
I'll contribute.
All right, let's get to it. Isaac, third place finish, man. I know you'll take this one. Just talk us through your charge after 2 spins tonight. Wow.
Yeah. Yikes. I don't know. I'm going to end up having probably a good amount of incident points again. So probably no transferring for me. But man, I really wanted that high side to work. I really did. And so I had to say, you know, to try it and do it. And got past everyone somehow. I don't know. Not everyone. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I passed 3 people on the backstretch, so I'll take it.
That was a heck of a charge, man. Who do you want to give shout-outs to?
Yeah, you know, everyone over at Venom Racing. It's all in the car. I love them. I love them. Dean, the Super Dirt Car Series. He won't look at me right now, but he's practicing. We'll give him that.
Here's your proof, by the way.
Yeah. He's not even looking over at me. I'm trying. I really am. You know, everyone that comes and runs. Roger, Preston, all the admin crew, and then us. You know, I think it's pretty fun to do this every week. So, kind of stinks only being in the first race, but I mean, hey, you know what? Part of it.
He's the Chip Bangers Racing Hard Charger winner. Salas, nice job tonight. Let's get our second place finisher in here, in Austin Marlett. Austin, if you can unmute your mic for us, man, that would be great. That was a fun race in that second half. How did you make that charge back up to second in those final laps?
Man, I just put my wing back and prayed I didn't go over the edge. You know, I felt a lot faster on the bottom, but I couldn't get by those guys on the bottom, so I just decided to hang in on the high side and hope it stuck.
Absolutely a great run for you. Confirming here on the stats, this is your best finish on the year after a third at Cedar Lake to kick off the season. I'm sure you're happy by that. Talk about that.
Yeah, I am. I had some bad luck last week, but was hoping to get it going back this week and hopefully carry it on to next week.
You got plans for racing the Rebels?
Yeah, you might see me in there.
Alrighty. Who do you want to give shout-outs to?
I'll give shout out to Joe Canellis, you guys for doing the broadcast, and my Clownhead bros watching back at home.
All right, we'll let you go, man. Great run.
Thank you, guys.
Austin Marlowe with a second place finish. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go to Cool Ray Victory Lane, where we'll talk with your race winner. It's his first win in Raiders this season, second win in Monday Night Madness this season. He got a win in the Rebels earlier this year at Fairbury. Kurt Schatzer, gets it done. Kurt, congratulations. How good was this car tonight?
Thank you, Marty. And man, this car was on a rail. They gave me a good piece here tonight.
Talk about that race and just trying to hold off Austin and the gang at the end, because they were closing in on you. You couldn't pull away from them.
Yeah, I was just trying to manage the race. Just trying to keep it from going over the berm there. Just trying to keep it a lane from the top. Yeah, it's all about getting through that heat race, qualifying up front, and just taking it easy and just racing your race and try to stay out of trouble.
Who will we see in the Rebels coming up?
Yeah, I believe I'll try it out. I gotta say sorry to Isaac. I think we got together in the heat race. Like I said, the heat races are also important. I had a huge run coming down the backstretch, and we just ran out of real estate going down.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to on your run?
Yeah, everybody on the team, Dirt Track Bank, Got Your Six Racing Network, VMR Wraps. Check Nick Vickery out. He does an awesome job. And you guys on the broadcast.
Congrats, man. Great win. We'll hopefully see you in a little bit.
All right, thank you.
Kurt Schatzer taking the win in the Raiders. Let's give you your official results. Again, Isaac Salas, the hard charger, from 10th, up 10 spots rather, from 13th to 3rd. Schatzer gets the win. Marlett 2nd, Salas 3rd, Sharp 4th, Bixler 5th, Lawrence 6th, Boyce 7th, Grandy 8th, Meitzler 9th, and Bob Curtis finished 10th at the end. Wow, good for him. So they'll all advance into Rebels, eligible to advance in Rebels pending of their IL. So we'll step aside here, and when we come back, it will be B Division time for the B Division Rebels, brought to you by Langdon Mechanical. Stay with us on the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
in our industry.
The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts are covered, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime, and it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure that this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly throughout the life of the unit.
Learn more about our Coolray lifetime parts and labor warranty at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Welcome back to the Coast to Coast Racing Network here at the Lernerville Speedway in Starver, Pennsylvania. The B Division Rebels are about to take shape, and the Rebels are brought to you by Langdon Mechanical. And as we welcome you back inside this broadcast booth, Marty Sakala joined alongside of Isaac Salas and Dean Reynolds. Dean is actually getting set to race. He's testing out his heat setups at the moment. Isaac, unfortunately, is joining me in the booth. So what did you take away from that Raiders feature that we could see in the Rebels tonight?
Well, the top's going to be fast through your heats, obviously. I think if someone can get something done on lap 1 of their heats, kind of make it maybe a slider, that's when you're going to see all the different lines start happening. And then for the feature, it's just survive at that point. If you can run the top, you're going to be quick at the later stages of the feature. But risk and reward, you got to take into account of that.
Dean, you're 18th quick at the moment. What in the world is going on with the car?
I actually been trying different lanes. I could have went to the top to go a little faster, but I'm kind of trying to learn for later on because I'm not the guy that can run the top for 25 laps and not make a mistake. So I got to learn how to run the middle, run the bottom to do my type of race. So that's what I was doing more doing that than speed, just learning the track.
Drivers on the racetrack at the moment. We got a pretty good car count, 22 drivers at the moment, and quickest on track is Brandon Dittmer at a 12.705. Fans, while we're at it, let's talk about what is coming up next week, and it is the Mike Westbrook Memorial 360 Knoxville Nationals for the Steve King Foundation. We've got qualifying nights on Monday and Tuesday. Hard Knocks takes place on Wednesday with the finals on Thursday. I'll be broadcasting qualies along with the finals right here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. So, qualifying underway. First driver to take the racetrack in the Pisa Ranch, number 83. This is Brandon Dittmer. Dittmer fourth in the standings, up 2 spots from last week. He's coming off of a 7th place finish last week at Kokomo. Lap number 1 going down the back chute, working the high side in turns number 3 and 4. First lap time for Dittmer is set at a 12.584. 1.2584 for Dittmer. Can he improve here in lap number 2? Mike Birthday goes second quick, and he does at a 12.568. Here's Kevin Fry across the start finish line as Joe Canellis goes third. Kevin Fry, fourth quick at the moment on lap number 1. Pardon me, that was actually his second lap. He just wrapped up. Pat Boyce on lap number 2 is fifth quick in the Ford 41. Can he improve his lap this time? And he cannot. Stays fifth at a 1281. Kurt Schatzer, our Raiders winner, fourth quick at the moment in the Schatzer Roofing number 18, 12.78. Specifically, that time is a 1:27.79. Almost could improve on lap number 2. Now on the speedway in a brand new scheme in the number 91. This is Kyle Sargent. Kyle Sargent 7th in points, coming off of a 4th place finish at Kokomo last week. Works off a turn number 4. Oh, he clips the wall and doesn't really. He kept his foot in the gas though. But he's going to lose a lot of time from that, Dean.
And I lost a lot of time because I hit the wall my first lap.
Zach Neubauer, 9th quick, 12.92. So Kyle Sargent goes 19th at a 14.107. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for time trials for our Rebels. And, ladies and gentlemen, with a quick time of 12.668 in the number 83, I believe it's his first of the year, it's Brandon Dittmer.
2:12.5s. That's good.
So we
That's
are
some good
set.
times.
Yeah. Got another stacked field here once again. So we're set to go for our first heat race. And heat race number 1 is brought to you by Langdon Mechanical. Here's how the lineup looks. It is Mike Cranmer and Joseph Grandy on row number 1. Kurt Schatzer, Brandon Dittmer, row 2. Gary Taylor, Stephen Bixler, row 3. And Kyle Sargent starts from 7th. Sargent's going to be one of the faster guys to watch out for, but he's got a tough mountain to climb, Isaac. Has to start from 7th position in this heat.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the names in here. You know, Brandon Dittmer obviously ran that really fast time. Kurt Schatzer just won the race. Grandy was doing good, you know, until that final lap incident. He has some competition, and it should be a lot of fun to watch. I do like that green, but I'm very superstitious about green on a race car.
This isn't the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, guys. What the heck?
That's all right.
Steve Kinzer.
Yeah, it didn't hurt.
That's a good. Yeah.
Let's see. It didn't hurt Steve Kinzer. I'm trying to think who else it did.
Hey, that was before my time. Leave me alone.
It didn't help.
But Darrell Waltrip, and he ran him out.
It didn't affect Carl Edwards when he drove the Scott's car, which is my favorite Carl.
That's all right.
Which is my second favorite Carl Edwards game.
See, this is what it was. I got green on the hat. No wonder.
Anyway,
Yeah, with the Skull Bandit car.
first heat race is
And we're green.
underway. Now remember, we had a fall-off count of 10 in the Raiders. What will we get? We're about to find out. Off of turn number 4, it's Mike Cranmer that leads lap 1. But here comes Dittmer on the charge to the inside. Big slider from Dittmer. Oh, he gives Cranmer the lane, and he still hangs on. Kurt Schatzer, contact. Whoa, there goes Grandy. Schatzer around as well. They will go to 6th and 7th. Meanwhile, a battle for 4th between the captain, Gary Taylor, and Kyle Sargent in the corners, guys. But here comes Dittmer down to the bottom, Isaac. Couldn't get it to work there, though.
No, what Dittmer needs to do right now is just put in some solid laps like I know he can, and he'll be right back on top of him, and he can go for another charge.
What a run on the high side.
Like this.
Yeah, he got to set himself up for 3 and 4. because that's where
Yes,
you can do the
sir.
slider.
Going
Right
down
here.
the back chute.
And there it is.
Oh,
the
Bradford!
defense! Look
Got
at
that
the
perfectly.
defense!
That was beautiful by Mike Cranmer.
Mike must be listening to us.
All guts and glory as Kyle Sargent has made his way up into 4th position. Now up to 3rd past Steven Bixler. They're using in the background of your screen. 2 laps to go in this heat. Now you see Dimmer sighting himself up down the back straightaway. Cranmer knows he's there. Send it, Dimmer
got him
on the
this time.
slider. Like a spider monkey, Brandon Dimmer
Watch out
back
for
to
it
the
to come
race
back.
lane. Mike Cranmer, big side. They're trading
All right.
sliders down the back straightaway.
3 and 4.
Final
The
lap.
win.
Dimmer on the side. Mike Cranmer crosses it over to the checkers. Dimmer wins.
And
Oh,
Kyle Sargent wished he had
man.
2 more laps. What a race. Great race, guys.
Kyle Sargent was on a tear up towards
Yeah.
them.
Heck of a
You know,
race.
we got all those Galen's Gourmet popcorn going. Now I'm getting hungry for pizza because Dittmer's got Pizza Ranch.
That was a fun finish.
That was a good race. Good job for Mike Cranmer.
Nice job all the way around. So, all right.
Oh man, the boss man on pole.
That's another salty dog, Mike Cranmer, by the way.
Second heat race presented by Magnum Race Design. Let's meet your starting lineup. On the front row, Roger Craig and Doyle Lawrence. Row 2, Kevin Fry, Michael Berthay. Row 3, Rich Holland and John Rayner. And from 7th position tonight, Chad Cote. Now, let me tell you what I was going to tell you about Roger Craig. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight he is not the bass man. Tonight he is the butt dialer. Because this morning I was sleeping in this morning because I had nothing to do. I get a FaceTime call while sleeping in from Roger Craig, and I'm like, Roger, you okay? He butt dialed me this morning.
Probably doesn't even know how to FaceTime.
But now the FaceTime, huh?
Yep, he
Uh-oh,
butt
that could
dialed
be-
me while he was getting a Nissan Titan.
He was in the shower.
Oh.
No, no.
Roger being
no,
Roger
no.
for sure. Alrighty. Let's get set for our second heat race meanwhile.
Dang.
So it's Roger Craig and Doyle Lawrence. The front row again, top 4 will transfer. Everyone else will go to the B-main for some extra practice. Waiting green. Kevin Fry, 3 wide down to the inside. Welcome back, the Flying Fry. Been a while since we've last seen him. Meanwhile, Birthday going 2 for 1 in one
Chad.
lap. And oh boy, we got 2 off the track. Cote and Rayner. As you watch a battle for 3rd. Craig trying to get down on Kevin Fry for P3, but nothing working out there.
Michael Birthday with the slider.
Oh. Doyle just did not want to lift.
Doyle Lawrence, quickest guy on track at the moment, 13:07. But would slower a lot that time by at the line. And we got something brewing for
Justin
4th. Craig versus Holland. It's Roger with the advantage. I'll show you real quick the Malcolm's replay and show you what happened between Cote and Rayner. First off, Rayner moved Cote up the track. And then, boom. Oh my goodness, Chad. What a ride for the 11. Lawrence, though, starting to
Kevin
close
Fry's
in,
off.
and now Kevin Fry, hard in the outside wall. I think there was some contact with Roger Craig, and Rich Holland's up to 3rd, never mind.
Oh,
wow,
slams
and
the
left
door.
the door,
Oh, he's
there goes
off.
Holland. I think,
Our
what are we
count's
at, like,
getting up there.
I think we're at like 14
72.
or something. We know Birthday's going to win this heat. Let's show you Kevin Fry real quick.
Oh, Doyle Lawrence. Right at the end.
Doyle Lawrence nearly got Michael Birthday at the line. Gone to Rayner. Oh, we lost it there for a split second. That's a gnarly landing from Doyle. So the fall off count, ladies and gentlemen, has now increased to 14. And so it's time for our third heat race of the evening. Brought to you by 2-1 Design. As you see the field roll off, here's the lineup. Jack Hitt and Zach Neubauer on row number 1. Pat Boyce and Dean Reynolds on Pat Boyce and Joe Canellis on row 2. Dean Reynolds and Dean Meitzler row 3, and Brian Moore Sr. starts from 7th spot. Let's see. Oh, there it is. The Throwback Empire Super Sprints paint job. Dean, I actually wore my ESS hat today.
Really nice. I got an ESS 35th anniversary T-shirt on today too.
Nice. I got the blue one that says ESS on the back of it. It's that new era one.
Nice.
One lap.
Just happy Isaac doesn't have a Red Sox shirt on.
Huh?
Just happy you don't have a Red Sox on.
Oh, yeah, my bad. My work clothes weren't good enough, all right? Leave me alone.
Look at that.
I got home, like...
Hey, my
20
name's
minutes
not Marty
before
today.
here.
My name's Scott today.
Oh, jeez.
I got the, by the way, the Target jersey too, with the lightning bolt on it. So
I saw that.
anyway, final heat race about to go green with Hitt and Neubauer the front row. Let's go. It tries to send it into 1 and 2 and tries to hold off Neubauer, but Neubauer's got to run on the outside. This time hit with a slider. Oh, a bumper from Meitzler to Joe Canellis, sent dirt with a big hunk of speed, and up to 3rd position he goes. Oh, there goes
And
Meitzler.
there goes Meitzler.
And we are up to 15.
I say Dean went off the track, but it wasn't this one. Oh, more
Man, hang on to her, Zach Neubauer. I think there was some contact with Jack Hitt, and Dino has crashed in.
I got a tow up, so I'm going to come ground.
Let's
Well, got one lap in.
focus on the battle for the race lead. 3 cars all under a blanket. Canellis trying to get a run around the outside. We've got your top 4 right there. They've all made their way in regardless of what happens. Canellis edges out Neubauer for 2nd. I would love to watch the replays and confirm what the fall-off count is going to be now. But unfortunately we cannot. 3 to go. Neubauer loses the position to Joe Dirt. So Jack Hitt opening up his lead. Two left. Jack Hitt quickest lap last time by, 13:38. This man could be a big threat for tonight, guys. As we come to the white flag, final lap. Half-second lead on Joe Canellis as they go down the back chute. So it's Hitt, Canellis, Neubauer, and Boyce. And while we are at it, let's show you what happened to Dino. Let's see if this is number 16.
Mark just hit the wall coming out of forward. I had nowhere to go.
Now it's more counted as number 16 is the real question.
It might be.
Let's confirm. And yes, that counts. So our fall-off count increases to number 16. We are way off. And there's probably going to be a whole lot more in this Consi coming up. B-main presented by Gambler Motorsports. Yeah, Dean, go ahead.
I was going to say, there's my buddy Dean in the left here. No, hopefully we all can get some laps in because I want to go in the feature with more than 1 lap under my books. Or my belt, I should say.
Man, who would have thought Gary Taylor would be on pole position for anything? It's Taylor and Rich Holland on row 1. Dean Meitzler and Kurt Schatzer row 2. John Rayner, Dean Reynolds row 3. Chad Cote and Joseph Grandy row 4. Brian Moore Sr. rounds out the field. Let us know who you're rooting for in the chat. We'll give you a shout out. feature, by the way, is around the corner. Lights are off, 1 lap to go until we go green. That's the Steve King Foundation pace truck. I would love to see sometime who the face is actually inside that pace truck. Just for fun. I wonder if is it Barney's evil twin brother? Who knows? But pace truck is in. Taylor and Holland ready to bring the field to green. Let's go it. Holland comes away with the advantage off of 2. Taylor trying to tuck in line, but Schatzer had too much of a run, and there goes Schatzer. Oh, wow! What a save, and Dean has lost the front wing.
Let's go. And steering in, I'm just going to run a feature with 2 laps of practice.
Meitzler and oh my goodness! Plateauing! Catapulting to the plateau! Unbelievable front flip!
They haven't stopped.
All right, no vote, no vote. There's your wildest flip of the week. Unbelievable. We had 3 guys go off track at once. Rayner got it back going.
I'm just staying out here just to pick up spots as I can.
Who wants to go for a wild ride, ladies and gentlemen?
Just let me know if the lap cars are coming. The leaders.
Look at this! That's freaking insanity!
Synchronizing everything.
I don't know, guys. Should the,
I don't think we're going to need a vote.
I'm thinking, should we get an increased count on the fall-off bonus or something?
Pick higher in Dittmer?
Like, it's supposed to be 18, but the way they flipped, it feels like that should be 20. Anyway, we got a battle for the race lead happening with 3 to go. In fact, 3 cars under a blanket, 4 under a blanket. Holland, Schatzer, Taylor, and Grandy, nose to tail. The top 4. There you see Grandy try and get a run underneath. That doesn't work. Just about 3 wide off of turn 2. Schatzer could have a chance at winning this B-main potentially. Taylor's got to run underneath. Final lap is underway. You saw Taylor get loose off of turn 4. Here goes Schatzer underneath. He goes through to the race lead. Big set. Oh, here comes Holland. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Taylor sent it. The captain goes for it. Off of turn 4. Schatzer wins again. Oh, baby. 600ths of a second. Folks, expect anything and everything in the Rebels. I thought for a moment Gary Taylor had that race won. All right, so Flatline Racing Body's warm-up watch is underway. But first, you know we're going to have some more fun out this. Who wants to go for a wild ride? I do. Whee!
Oh, jeez.
You want to see what it's like on a gyro cam?
How are you feeling?
Watch this, folks. Okay, now for the real part. We're going from the cockpit cam. Dean's probably thinking, holy crap, what in the heck did I just do? Did I just discover an unknown world or something in iRacing? That's just pure insanity. Dittmer says, am I going to underestimate the fall-off count? It's not even Renegades yet. Yeah.
I think we all
Not
are.
even feature time for Rebels yet.
All right, I tell you what we'll
Honestly-
do. We have underestimated ourselves, so how about we do an updated count? Let's do an updated guess.
All right.
All right.
57.
Dean wants 57.
No,
Isaac
just kidding.
I'm taking 42.
going 42. Dean,
36 because the Renegades, I think, they're going to flirt with the top, but they know what to do with the top. I think you're going to see some great racing up top with them.
give me
Here's something I'm
give
seeing.
me 33. And we'll see who is closest to the actual retail price, even if you do go over. Sorry, Bob Barker.
I think the hard charger. I'm calling this now. I think the hard charger, excuse me, is gonna go to Chad Cote. And I'm gonna say Michael Birthday gets it done.
Okay. Well, we're about to find out what happens. Isaac's going Michael Birthday. I'll give you my prediction after we meet the field, and the wheel at the dogs line up. On the front row is Brandon Dittmer, the Spider Monkey in the 83, and Michael Birthday in the 95. Row 2 is Jack Hitt in the 217 and Mike Cranmer in the 70. Row 3, Doyle Lawrence in the 3 and Joe Canellis in the 1. Row 4 is Kyle Sargent in the 91 and the butt dialer Roger Craig in the 747. Just for one day, Roger. Just for one day. I had to go there. Row 5, Zach Neubauer in the 52 and Steve Bixler in the 75. Row 6, Kevin Fry in the 21 and Pat Boyce in the 41. Row number 7, Kurt Schatzer in the 218 and Gary Taylor in the 34. Row 8, Joseph Grandy in the 518 and Rich Holland in the 116. Row 9 is Brian Moore in the 558 and John Rayner in the 302. Row 10, Dean Reynolds in the 790 and Dean Meitzler in the 49. And from 21st spot tonight is Chad Cote. All right, you want my pick to win?
Yeah.
All right. Dittmer gets it done from the pole.
All right. Well, front row. Dean.
This is going to be tough. I'm going to go with Birthday.
All right.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a birthday fan.
Yeah, I've had a lot of them.
But look at some of these surprise guys you've got up here to begin this feature. Jack Hitt in 3rd, Mike Cranmer 4th, Doyle Lawrence in 5th. We could have some underdog names tonight here at Lernerville Speedway. Going into turns 3 and 4, the Steve King Foundation Pace Truck pulls into pit road. Dittmer and Birthday, the front row for the Rebels division. It's time to bring the action. Through corners 1 and 2, it's Dittmer that comes out with the early advantage, clears Michael Birthday down the back chute. Birthday and Hitt side by side for the 2nd position. Good racing for 4th as well. Lawrence currently holding on to 4th position as Dittmer leads lap number 1, Isaac.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, looking through this field, it's looking very multi-line-ish racing. I'm loving it. I think we're going to have a really good racing throughout the field for the rest of the night.
No caution, we stay green as Neubauer and Fry have spun out. Dittmer opens up the lead early, but Birthday closing in. Here comes the 95, top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. Off at turn 4, Dittmer shuts the door, but Birthday's got the run into 1. Oh, got to be careful. Nearly runs off with a right rear sneaker as they go wing to wing into turn number 3, working on Kevin Fry in just a moment. Last time for Birthday, 14-12. He leads across the start finish line, goes about a 10th quicker than Brandon Dittmer, Isaac.
Yeah, absolutely. He's running that high side very consistently, and running up there, I think is a dangerous game, but he looks very solid up there so far.
Dittmer now has to deal with Jack Hitt, the defending Raiders champion in the 217 in a battle for second spot. Down to a half a car length at the stripe, continues to be Dittmer. Best battle on track is happening for 14th between Dean Meitzler and Joseph Grandy. Let's focus on that one. Meitzler off to a great run, up 6 positions from the drop of the green flag, and same with that 11 in the background too in Chad Cote. They could be going warrior to warrior for 14th in just a moment. Back to second spot, hit all over Brandon Dittmer into 3, Isaac, sending it on the bottom.
Oh yeah, I mean, the big thing here that I'm seeing is lap traffic. I mean, and you can see how they're having to run this lower line.
Trouble yellow for Dean Meitzler. And Dean is also in it.
No place to go.
No.
I can confirm, by the way, while we are at it, this is also a dog dash. Highest finisher gets a dog bone. Currently the highest on track at the moment, if I'm doing my math correctly, is currently Mike Cranmer.
B5.
Yeah, so.
To the count, Kyle Sargent did go off right in front of me in the back, but he saved it and came back on. But he did go off.
Well, we'll take a look and see if this does count. Contact between Cote and Meitzler. And then Meitzler just lost it all by himself. Nice job by Grandy to get through it. And Reynolds just spoke too soon, and yes, that does count as Kyle Sargent did go off the track. Dino, I'm sorry, we got to go on board with you, brother.
God. I just come around the corner and there was a car sideways. I just hit the brakes and spun it sideways to not get the EMTs called. Two Deans meet.
Fall off count in the Rebels is currently at 9.
Holy smokes.
But we did get a quick repair, so we're all good.
You know, so far looking like Chad Cote has the hard charger.
Set to come back to green. First
You know,
restart.
when the,
Yeah.
I was going to say, when everyone got together on the front straightaway, Chad just went right through and gained like 5 spots. Did a good job.
Time for the Mission 22 restart. Michael Birthday, the control car. We come back to green. 9 laps are complete. Here comes Dittmer back down on the inside on the send. And the caution flag flies. And we have a big one. I believe it was Doyle Lawrence, actually, that went sideways in the 3 car. It was. And so here is the Malcolm's replay. That will take another lap off the board. Lawrence was running in 4th position. And he just lost it. And he falls off the track, too. That's number 20.
Marty, the sunset off turn 4 is amazing.
Uh-oh. Racetracks and sunsets again?
Yep. It's a good one.
Let's see if we can take a look. That's from opposite of turn number 4. I tell you what, maybe pit lane. Ooh, that is nice.
Oh, that is nice.
All that a lot, guys, huh?
It's beautiful.
Color commentating from the seat, guys.
Of
Yeah,
course.
maybe this is why you're sitting back there at 18th. You're looking at the sky through 3 and 4.
Of course, by the way, Dean is a huge fan of sunsets.
They're very romantic.
They
I think
really
one of
are.
my favorite moments throughout the day is probably when Dean posts racing and sunset pictures.
Yep.
All right, 1 to green.
Yep. So we'll try this once again. As you see the field, as their scoring position will cycle through. We'll take 10 laps in the books this time by. Real quick, biggest mover of the race at the moment, up 8 positions, is Chad Cote. He started last. He's up to 13th. So Mike Cranmer moves up to 4th. Joe Canellis moves up to 5th as we come back to the green flag. Ooh, Dittmer got loose there Entering turn 1, Jack Hitt nearly had an opportunity to go for second spot. Birthday, though, comes out with the advantage. Dittmer decides to move up to the top. Birthday, meanwhile, continues to lead him at the moment. Mike Cranmer, though, starting to face a possible challenge from Joe Canellis. Birthday nearly goes wide in turn 2. We got a car off the track.
Oh, Dean.
Yeah, they had a little help, I think.
No caution, we stay green, but Dean's first
Yeah.
fall off of the evening.
Oh, how there's no caution? I'm sitting down there in the bank and there's no caution. Hey, it's a good race for me.
Good battle happening for 9th position. Roger Craig, Kurt Schatzer, and Brian Moore Sr. until there. Craig goes around. Oh, and collects
Great.
Kyle Sargent and Kevin Fry in the aftermath. Caution flag is out. That's a tough break for Roger.
That iRacing glitch. Gotta love it.
Here's another angle of what happened
Ooh.
as he just lost it all by himself, and then there was the contact from Moore, and there is Sargent, who almost gets up on his lid. By the way, don't forget, coming up at the top of the hour will be our Renegades event. Let us know who you're rooting for in the chat, by the way. Dittmer, by the way, predicted 31, for those wondering. So he's 10 off from being on the money. Lights are still on the Steve King Foundation pace truck. Isaac, what are you thinking about this race at the moment early on?
So far,
This is something.
it's kind of how I predicted. You know, once that bottom line started to go away a little bit, that top got fast again. So far though, through the field, it's still been pretty multi-groove racing. It's been kind of fun to watch.
So set to come back for the Mission 22 restart. We'll have 11 laps of racing to go. Birthday leads, Dittmer second, Hitt third, Cranmer fourth. Canellis runs out the top 5. Green lights are back on. And Dittmer's got to run. Here comes the Spider Monkey down to the inside. Oh, and there goes Birthday. Birthday goes off. He keeps his foot in the gas and he keeps it going. Only lost 2 spots in the process. And he runs in third. Fall off count is at 22, and the caution is out for Kurt Schatzer. See what happened to the number 218, was battling for a position with Brian Moore and Pat Boyce, who was just saying a little bit too much, and there is Moore Sr. in the process.
Yeah, I saw a couple cars get together coming out of 4. I just didn't see what actually happened.
This is the 558 of Brian Moore. And that front wing just got looser again. So Brandon Dittmer is in the race lead. And if I'm doing my facts correctly, this would be his first win in Monday Night Madness. If he can get it done.
Ever?
I think so. First that I would know of in races I've broadcasted.
I think he does. I think he does have one.
Okay. I must not have broadcasted
what
it.
division, I'm not sure. Yeah, but I do think he has, because I remember they were saying, Brandon Dittmer's always had so much speed, and he finally got his first win.
He had a
But I could be wrong. I was wrong once in 94, 95.
So ever since November, when we began using Sim Racer Hub, his best finish in Monday Night Madness is second with the Rebels. That came on May 23rd at USA.
Last season.
Michael Birthday has a win and 2 wins in the Raiders last season. He's looking for his first ever in the Rebels. And then there is Gentleman Jack, who is looking for his first in the Rebels as we come back to green. 9 laps of racing to go. Going right the low side for right now. Birthday decides to take it up to the top of the racetrack. It wants to follow suit as this battle for second is on. 8 laps of racing to go. Oh, Birthday! Just got the left rear tire of Jack Hitt. That got close, Isaac.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it looked like he was going to try to set him up for a slider, and he just took away his line. He wasn't expecting it. Oh, look at Jack Hitt.
Around the outside, perhaps, for the race lead on Brandon Denmer. He can't get it. 3 cars under a blanket for this race lead. 6 to go. Here comes Michael Birthday. Tries to go around the outside. It's Denmer at the line with 6 left. This is some good stuff. Birthday wants the lead. He wants it back after going off track a couple of laps to go. 5 to go. You've got a new leader.
All right, all Michael has to do is just be smooth and not go off again.
If he doesn't go off track, he's got this in the bag. If we get a late race yellow, though, and this could happen here, Craig and Rayner have both crashed. I thought so. They keep it straight. No caution. We stay green. Denver is just trying to hang on at this moment with 3 laps to go, Isaac.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look back any bit farther than this top 3, it's still multi-groove racing. I mean, they're fighting tooth and nail for every spot that they can get.
Jack Hitt trying to get a run around the outside. Oh, man, I thought he was going off track. The right rear just went over the Herald. That is your best battle on track for second spot. Off of turn number 4, final lap underway for the 95 of Michael Birthday. The SSR 95, 2 wins last season with the Raiders and makes his way through 3 and 4. He's a B Division winner. Michael Birthday takes it at Lernerville tonight. Denver second and Hitt third in a great battle, a fantastic battle, looking for their first win in the B Division. And Mike Cranmer gets the first ever dog bone.
Chad Cote with the Hard Charger Award.
Up 15 spots from last to 6th. What a run from the Canadian. Michael Birthday, take this one all in. You had to work hard on it.
That's 2 in a row for Dino predicting. Just saying.
That is true.
Just saying. Can't do anything else behind the wheel, so I might as well predict.
Top 3 will pose for a photo.
I don't think Mikey knows that there's a actual victory lane here.
Yeah,
yeah, he can go up the hill there, yeah.
By the way, if he is eligible, if he is eligible tonight, only one driver can go alphabet soup, and that is Jack Hitt. His IL coming on into tonight was Steve Bixler. His IL coming into tonight was 100. So it's looking good. But what a race. Let's talk with your top 3. First off, let's talk with Jack Hitt. And I believe that's got to be his best finish of the season thus far. Actually, no, correction. Second best finish of the year. Had a second at Fairbury a couple of weeks ago. Gentlemen, Jack, that was a phenomenal race from you, man. What more did you need in those final laps?
I needed Michael to not throw that slider he did, man. That was a great move by him, but yeah, I just needed to be able to hold that outside line. I think I could have got around Brandon, but he scared me a little bit, and I got loose and lost it.
Other than that, positives you take away from this one?
It was just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I love when the track gets slick like this, and Lernerville is probably one of my favorite tracks. Just great race, ton of fun.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to?
Shout out to you, everyone at Coast to Coast, everyone here in the race, everyone in the league. It wouldn't be such great racing without all these guys. So And shout out, of course, to my wife for giving me the time to do this.
Nice run, Jack. Hopefully we'll see you in the Renegades coming up.
Yeah, maybe. Thanks, Marty.
No problem. That's Jack Hitt finishing in 3rd position. Let's go to our 2nd place finisher and Brandon Dittmer. Brandon, that's got to be another tough pill to swallow, man. You came oh so close once again at getting that first win.
Yeah, I just can't quite seem to close it out. Just running that lacy line just didn't really pan out for me this time, but I will take a second. I do not like Lernerville one bit.
Man, but you had a really fast car, though, for tonight, that's for sure. Just what more did you need, though, for birthday?
That caution not to come out after he went out over the cushion.
Definitely understandable. That makes sense. But will we be seeing you for Renegades coming up or no?
No, I have prior obligations.
Understandable. You had a great run tonight, Ben. Who do you want to give shout-outs to?
Redline Race Designs for doing this awesome Linton Jeffrey 360 National Scheme. They did a great job on it. You guys for the broadcast, Coast2Coast Racing League for the whole league, Speed Shop 51 for the setup. These guys for just great racing all around up front.
That win is coming, though, for sure, man. Great job.
Thank you.
2nd place finish for Brandon Dittmer. It's time to go to Cool Ray Victory Lane and talk with a first-time Rebel winner, Michael Birthday. You have done it. How does this feel?
Feels great, man. How you guys doing?
We're doing well. We're doing well. You put on one heck of a show. First off, I got to ask, what in the world happened when you went off track?
Well, I was trying to throw it away there if you didn't see it. I knew Brandon was getting a good run there on the restarts, and I was like, well, let me just try the middle here to kind of protect a little bit, and then sure enough, slid right off the track. Luckily, was able to kind of collect it and didn't go clear into the grass, and was able to get some spots back, and got a little exciting there at the end. Me and Jack were just talking about how close we were there for a minute.
That was close. We could see the contact there too. Those final laps, walk us through the pass you made on Dittmer to take it all.
He kind of committed to the middle, which is always a smart call here. It's always hard to not go off, obviously. So I just knew I had to put it on the cushion, and I was able to keep it on the track.
That was a heck of a performance, man. You've come oh so close to these wins. You had a phenomenal debut at Cedar Lake to begin the year, and now you've got the win. Does this show that you are perhaps a big contender for this Rebels Championship this season, perhaps?
I hope. I just need a little luck. I've had a few weeks of bad luck. Some of them my fault. Some of them just racing deals, so it happens. But we've been running good, so we're gonna try to continue.
Will we see you for the Renegades event coming on up?
Yeah, probably.
Alrighty. Who do you want to give shout-outs to?
It's just SSR School Sim Racing as always, and that's about it. Thanks to you guys for putting us on every week. You guys do an awesome job.
Enjoy this, man. Congratulations, and good luck in Renegades.
Thank you.
Michael Birthday taking the win as he celebrates in Cool Ray Victory Lane. Once again, our Chip Bangers Racing Hard Charger Award was Chad Cote from last and 21st up into 6th position. A look at your official results from tonight. Birthday with the win. Dittmer 2nd, Hitt 3rd, Mike Cranmer 4th, Bixler 5th, Cote 6th, Taylor 7th, Holland 8th, Neubauer 9th, Kyle Sargent the top 10. As long as their home division is under 200, they are eligible to race with the Renegades tonight. Speaking of which, Renegades coming up in just a moment on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Stay with us.
in our industry.
The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts are covered, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime, and it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure that this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly throughout the life of the unit.
Learn more about our Coolray lifetime parts and labor warranty at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Welcome back to the Coast2Coast Racing League Network, as we are now under the lights here at Lernerville Speedway. Renegades about to take to the track, and the Renegades are brought to you by Dylan Westbrook Racing. We've got a lot of time, by the way, until we have showtime for the Renegades, and a lot of drivers still waiting on a couple of them. We've got 16 drivers on hand at this moment. So we welcome you back inside our booth. Marty Sakala, Isaac Salas, and Dean Reynolds. Gentlemen, this is... Oh, yeah, Dean's got the Galen's homegrown popcorn, while Isaac's got his Carhartt shirt on. I've got the Firestones on the shoulders. That's what I drive. But, gentlemen, we have had another fun night here at Lernerville, that's for sure.
Yeah, man.
I just stuffed my face with popcorn.
You're good.
I think my biggest thing is I just truly have enjoyed watching multi-groove racing. You know, like, I know iRacing gets a lot of crap for having just basically a one-line racetrack through most of their racetracks. So to see full-blown battles, I'm talking battles where they're swapping lines. I don't know, there's something about it that, like, even though they're racing for 9th place, it's some of the most fun racing I've watched all season.
Dean, I know you didn't have a good view of it in watching the battle for the race lead, but the racing was just fantastic in the Rebels tonight. Some of the best we've had all year.
I had a good view of the racing from everything in front of me. When I got down a lap, I didn't want to impede on anyone's racing, so I stayed in the back. And even back there, Isaac, it was 3 wide. I mean, I think that's why we had a few yellows, because the track was actually so multi-grooved, and everyone had some good speed, high, low, middle, slider. It was all there. And, it's going to be interesting to see what the Renegades are going to do, though. These guys know how to run this top, and if you can run the top, it still is a little bit faster in all the other lanes. So it's going to be interesting. Actually, Marty, they advanced, so they're not going to wait to the top of the hour.
Yep, qualifying is underway, presented by ABR Setup Shop. First driver to take onto the speedway is the winner of the last 2 weeks in his cell phone, number 39. We know Gary is watching. It is Patrick Spangler. Patrick Spangler in car number 39, the SRX Series safety team this week. Watching. That's their nickname this week, rooting for Patrick. I think Gary's going to be in either he was in I-55 last weekend or he's in Sharon this weekend. Patrick Spangler, 3 wins on the season. 29-point lead coming in. First lap for Spangler, 12.797. 1.2797 for the defending Renegades champion. As he comes off of turn number 4, he's a 10th off. Joe Backus now on the speedway in the KSR number 46. Lap number 1 time for Backus is third, 1:32.01. Joe Backus making his way in. Quick time for Blake Chapman on lap number 2. The purple car goes purple. 12.728, 12728 for Blake Chapman, 7th in points coming on in. Ross Corina off of turn number 4 on his second lap. Does he go quicker on lap number 2? He cannot. 12.859 for Ross Corina. Jeff Flero done with his lap. Barry Goldner done with his lap. On the speedway now. Welcome him back. The driver of the number 30 in a brand new paint scheme is Stephen Goldner. Stephen Goldner in the Velocity Race Design. Number 30. One start this season earlier that came as puts lap number 1 up on the board. He goes second quick, 12.764. 12764 for Goldner. Raced at Knoxville a couple weeks ago and finished in second position. Coming to the line this time, Stephen Goldner goes, wait for it. Is it quick? It is 12.739, better on lap number 2. 30 seconds to go in qualifying. He should be able to make it in time on the speedway in the Velocity Race Design number 24. This is lights out Kyle Moonen. Kyle Moonen, the 24. Oh, off track. And that may cost him some time for lap number 2 as well. Let's see if he can get onto this on in time for lap number 2, and he makes it just in time for one more lap. Lap number 1 was 13th quick at a 15.056, 15056 for lights out Kyle Moonen. Off for turn number 4, this is a much faster lap and beats the buzzer. He goes 5th quick at a 12.84. Blake Chapman is the ABR Setup Shop fastest time. Great lap for Blake as we get set for heat race number 1 presented by Langdon Mechanical. Only 2 heats for our Renegades tonight. And here is how the lineup looks. Bob DeGood and Kyle Moonen on row number 1. Tyler Wilson and Blake Chapman, row number 2. Row 3, Jeff Kemper and Joe Backus. And row 4, Steve Bixler and Terry Landis. It's going to be interesting, gentlemen, to see the charges that Moonen and Chapman can make up to the front. I got a feeling it's going to come down to these two for the heat win.
Yeah, they both have outside positioning on the track so far. I think that's going to be a big thing. If Chapman can get a really good start, be right on his tail tank, I say they duke it out after lap 2. It'll be a heavyweight bout after that. If somebody on the bottom can make a, a first or lap 2 kind of move, then I think it might be a little bit more multi-groove in this first heat, even though it is, our first heat of the night.
Dean, what do you think?
Well, and I think here now with the 2 heats, the finishing in the top 4 is going to be more important because that's going to be an 8-car B-main. And I don't think if you want to win this race, you don't want to be coming from the B-main because of the quality of cars, because you got a lot of good cars here. So I think the real importance is to get your top 4 in the heat. Like Isaac said, though, I think the guys on the outside, as it's been happening all night, are going to have the advantage. But Tyler Wilson, I've been watching him. He can run the bottom fairly well. So it's going to be interesting to see what charge he gets. But, with Bob DeGood in front of him, it's going to be kind of like Isaac in his heat. Where do you go? Because Isaac, you started 3rd.
Yeah, it was a guessing game.
Yep.
So Gary, I will see you at Lernerville on Friday. He's in Lernerville Friday, Sharon on Saturday with SRX, and then he's at Knox Speedway on Sunday.
I got to get to Knox. I've never been there.
I've never been there either. I've been to Lernerville and Sharon. Those are off the list. Thanks, Tom. Thank goodness. So. Anyway,
yeah, Isaac's probably seen the Grand Canyon. I haven't.
Probably.
No.
Anyway, winner starts from pole position here. Heat race number 1 about to go down. DeGood and Moonen are ready. We're green.
Good start by DeGood. Oh, but that high
But
line.
Moonen is the better.
Yeah.
Blake Chapman moves up to second position. Bob is back in third. Tyler Wilson has the final transfer spot. Lap 1 is led by Kyle Moonen.
This is some heavy hitters right here going for the pole of the feature.
Yeah, it's a heavyweight bout.
We'll see what happens there. Let's watch the
Slight
battle
mistake
for
from
third.
Wow.
Blake Chapman trying to look to the inside for the race lead. Half a car length separate them. Here goes Blake. Oh, he faked it out. Everyone dusting the top off at the moment. On board with Blake Chapman, guys. Up, Tyler Wilson is off the track. And let's see here. Yep, that counts in the tire in the fall off rate, which we will now put up to 23.
Kyle's been running a really strong line. You know, not super, you know, crazy, but he's making it work. I think he has this one.
0.4 of a second between Moonen and Chapman as they go through 3 and 4. Lights out, Kyle Moonen on pole position tonight. It's Blake Chapman second, Bob DeGood third, and Joe Backus. This is the white flag, rather. I'm sorry.
Premature.
That was premature, buddy. There's the checkered.
Don't jinx, Kyle.
And now as they come off of turn number 4, Backus edges out Landis. Sorry, this heat race has been too much fun tonight. Sometimes you lose track of these dang laps.
Isaac, if you notice, though, the difference with the Renegades is they go with a 15% generated track, and there is no crumbs on the outside. So these guys really got to hang on.
They know where. Well, they also know where the berm ends. You know, they can be super aggressive towards it almost, just because you know where it's at. When you're running, say like when I was running Raiders,
it was so broke up, you didn't know where it was.
I couldn't find it. I was, you know, and I led to a personal mistake that shouldn't have been doing it. But you know, you got to know where the berm is at. So I mean, with them being able to see it, they're gonna attack it like you wouldn't believe, especially when they're some of the best drivers on the service.
Isaac, at your age, you're gonna make a lot more personal mistakes, so don't take it too hard.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words. I'll try to make some mistakes. Maybe move out to the East Coast so I can just go watch racing every day.
There you go. That's not a bad thing. Marty's got a basement.
I got a basement, but no bed. I mean,
that's all right.
I mean, in the iRacing rig, we do have a sofa bed. We could be teammates in the 24 Hours of Daytona.
You know what's funny is I was thinking about running that.
I ran it in January earlier this year. I actually had 0x in my 2 stints combined. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And my team finished inside the top 10 of our split.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Actually. That's really cool.
All right.
Look where Mr. Spangler's starting on the inside.
Yep. Jeff Barker, Ross Corinna, row 1. Patrick Spangler, Stephen Goldner, row 2. Jeff Flero, Barry Goldner, row 3. Jack Hitt, Brennan Lacey, row number 4.
We'll see if anyone can do anything with the bottom side through this heat race.
Coming to the green flag.
Jeff Barker likes the bottom.
Spangler switches up to the outside, wants to join in on Stephen Goldner.
Wow.
This could be a track for Patrick Spangler, just like it was at Knoxville and Eldora in the last 2 weeks. We got one off track is Jeff Flero. We got Brennan Lacey and Jack Hitt spinning out. Going to be a tough charge for Lacey up to Barry Goldner as Goldner and Barker battle for 4th position on the racetrack, guys. And the battle for 2nd is on between Goldner and Spangler, making a 3-car battle for the lead.
You want to talk about heavyweights again? Here we are.
Fall off count, ladies and gentlemen, now at 24. Goldner was the quickest car last time by. This time it's Spangler. 13. Oh,
there
he
goes
goes
Spangler.
off. And this could cost him, and same with Brennan Lacey. They both fall off the racetrack.
Spangler kept his foot in it, and he's still in third.
Won't have a chance.
Oh, there goes Steven.
And Goldner
It is
falls
so
off.
pretty coming
Oh,
off,
they're
too.
not fair.
It
Both the Goldners fall
Oh,
off.
Red almost went off.
Madness at the moment. 3 to
Well,
go. Ross Corona.
Barry's out.
Ross
Set a short stainer in 3 and 4.
and Brennan
Brennan
Lacey
Lacey
goes
off again.
We got like 4 drive, 4 off, 5 off. Barry's off. So it's Ross Corinna, Patrick Spangler, Stephen Goldner has a horseshoe out of his rear end, and then Jeff Barker's in 4th. This is pandemonium, folks. Off at turn 4.
Oh,
Ross
there goes Brennan Lacey again.
up again? Oh my goodness.
I think the whole key now, guys, is turn 2. There's nothing to lean on. There is nothing to lean on coming off 2.
And I think the big thing is coming off of 2, coming onto the backstretch. There's that, you want to look at it as a berm, but then when you get to it, it does not act like a berm at all. You just right off to the side.
All right, we've officially lost count of the fall off counter.
I think we got 8. I truly do.
You think we had 8? I thought we had. So I think our fall off count's now at 32.
So Dittmer wants us to end the telecast right now.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all right, B-main time. B-main presented by Gambler Motorsports. There they are, and here is how they line up. Terry Landis and Jack Hitt on row number 1. Steve Bixler, Brennan Lacey, row 2. Jeffrey Kemper, Barry Goldner, row 3. Row 4, Tyler Wilson, and Jeff Flero. So, based off of what happened in that heat, I think we're going to have a heck of a lot of fall-offs this time.
You know, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I'm looking at some of these cars, and it doesn't look like a B-main.
No.
Like, some of these
No.
guys look like this should be their heat race. It's like, wow.
Makes you feel like that Brennan Lacey should be the quickest of everyone here. If we're going based
Well,
off
and I
of
think
those
Farrell
rules.
from the back as well.
I think Falero's going to have something. Gentleman Jack did pretty well up on top here that last race. You can't count him
Absolutely.
out.
He could be a threat to win this B-main. That'd be very impressive.
And he's got green wheels.
Aw. Well, see, that's why he couldn't keep it together up top at the end of the race. He had green on his car.
1 to green this
So is
time.
Bixler the only one that the alphabet soup?
Yes,
yes.
he is.
Yeah. Okay.
Both Kyle, Moonen, and Ross have manually disconnected so far. Forewarning, keep that in mind.
They might be doing setup work, practicing.
That could be it.
Yeah. Because they're probably going off like a 30% generated track and doing practice.
Probably. B-main is green at the moment. Landis holds, followed by Hitt, Lacey, and Bixler. Oh, we got one off again. It's Jeff Flero. Second time he's gone off on lap number 1. All right, now I think we should end this telecast.
Yeah. Let's get up to 42 first. Brennan Lacey looks pretty strong up top.
He is up on his outside. Was
That
quickest
middle
last time. Only guy in the 13-second laps at the moment, Dean, and here he's got to run.
And I noticed
Up
so
there
they're kind of
Tyler.
making the middle now, trying to abandon the top a little bit here.
Was that Tyler Wilson off?
Yep, that was Tyler Wilson. That went off of the racetrack. And now we've got a battle for the lead on between Lacey and Landis. Lacey goes to the point, 13.84 last time by. Take a look at all the drivers. Best battle on track is between Steven and Barry. And I think Kemper went off. He did.
Oh, someone's off.
Fall off count is at 35. This is actually, by the way, now the most of the fall-offs, of all divisions, this has been the one with the most fall-offs. We were at 13 tonight.
So Isaac would have guessed still been under in one division.
Yes.
Hey, that's enough. I said 42 for my re-guess here.
Very good.
Dean, what did you say again? 37?
7.
Okay. 2 laps to go for Brennan Lacey. Landis trying to find a way to get back up there. But it's going to be tough from the looks of it. Jack Hitt's got a good run. Oh, look at this. Big send from Terry Landis. But nothing working for, I think, what is that? TL Suds on the back of his car, on the front of his car. Well, whatever it is, coming through turns 3 and 4, Landis tries one more time, and at the line, Landis almost got up to Brennan Lacey.
Yeah. I think that actually says TJ Buds.
All right. So fall-off count is at 35. Are we going to reach 40 before the checkered flag? We're going to find out momentarily, but first we've got the warm-up watch presented by Flatline Racing Bodies. So you watch your favorite drivers out on the racetrack. A lot of guys trying out that low line right now, like Steven Golner went for it, Dean.
Yeah, and Steven is, you know, I talk about Steven a lot. When I ran my ESS Sprint Car League, he took second in points behind Bryce Bailey. And Bryce Bailey basically is pro material, but Steven is, if he ever can get freed up from work, he said he would like to try for his pro license. And Steven is not afraid to travel high, low, middle, on any track. So that's why my early pick is going to be Steven Goldner for this race, just because he does like to do multiple grooves.
Okay. This race will not be a battle for a dog bonus. We don't have at least 3 people in. We had, I think we've got only one, and that is Steven Bixler.
You know what? You got to give him a bone for making all 3. That deserves a bone.
Yeah. That is true.
And he ran matinee.
Yeah.
He's got the Grand Slam.
That's true. While we're at it, let's let you know, by the way, we are off next week for Monday Night Madness because we have the Mike Westbrook Memorial 360 Knoxville Nationals. We've got qualifying night number 1 happening on Monday, then night 2 on Tuesday. Wednesday is Hard Knocks, and then Thursday are the finals. The next Monday Night Madness event will take place at Limaland Motorsports Park on week number 8. So that will be a fun one. Oh, wow, that's a big stack up that Jeff Flo just had to deal with. Oh, let's have a fun prediction here, too, while we're at it. Will Jeff Flero go off on lap number 1? Sorry, Jeff.
Not.
Sorry, Jeff, we love you.
But sorry, Jeff.
I hope he doesn't own a dog or a cat if he does.
I'm just looking for a twirl from
Lights Out?
Senor Kyle Moonen.
Oh, that would be funny if he did that once again, but that will not be. Well, that reminds me, what were the final results? We got some time real quick before I can say that. By the way, hello to Donovan Ross, who is watching. I just saw his post on the Coast2Coast Racing League Lounge. Says work got in the way of racing. Understandable. Let's see here.
Happens.
Yeah. Patrick, by the way, wanted Casey Kane's flip nominated for Flip of the Week. Unfortunately, not.
That was a good flip, though. I mean,
Yeah, it
I'll
was.
tell you.
It was. It really was. Where is it? I had it somewhere. We post way too much on the lounge, so. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Let's see.
Oh, they're not
here.
going to make it.
This could get interesting. I think they have made it in. So, all right, we've got it.
Oh, there he is.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Bob Evertson won 10-7 on Kyle Moonen. For those wondering. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Cool Ray, the Osh Weekend Speedway, the Coast to Coast Racing League, and all the fine drivers and sponsors, we thank you for choosing to spend your Monday night with us. It's now time to meet the field of 16 ready to take the green for 30 laps at Lernerville Speedway. Here is the starting lineup presented by the We Let the Dogs Out Pet Care Services for You Kids Club lineup. Kyle Moonen and Ross Corina, row number 1. Blake Chapman, Patrick Spangler, row 2. Bob DeGood, Stephen Goldner, row 3. Joe Backus, Jeff Barker, row 4. Brennan Lacey, Terry Landis, row 5. Jack Hitz, Stephen Goldner, row number 6. Row 7, Jeff Kemper and Steve Bixler, Tyler Wilson, Jeff Blairow round out the field. Lights are out. 1 lap to go until we get the green flag. Predictions, gentlemen. Dean, you're first.
I'm going to stay with Goldner, even though he's starting 6th. I like the way he runs the track, all different lanes, so I'm going to pick him.
Isaac?
I want the three-peat, baby. Give me the three-peat from Senor Patrick Spangler.
I like it too. Give me the three-peat in Patrick Spangler. Well, ladies and gentlemen, where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Kyle Moonen, Ross Corina make up the front row. From coast to coast, it's showtime at the Steel City. Corina trying to get the edge off of corner number 2 on Kyle Moonen. They are side by side for the race lead. 3 wide and 3 and 4 between Chapman, Golder, and Spangler. Corina leads lap 1. We got trouble. Caution is out for Joe Backus.
I'm not going to lie to you. It was almost 4 wide coming out of 4 right there.
It was.
That
Yes,
was.
it was.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Chapman right down low.
Here's what happened to Backus. Contact with Terry Landis, and right when he got the ground, the top wing said, I'm done. Let's rewatch the start from the aerial view. This was impressive. By the way, if Spangler wins, this would actually be 4 straight wins. Knoxville, Eldora, and Kokomo. Remember. Look at that. 4 wide. They were just about. Well, well, you know what, you guys know what Johnny Gibson always says. You want the best, you got them 4 abreast.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
I've had the privilege to watch that, the 4 abreast from the infield of River City Speedways in Grand Forks, North Dakota. And when I tell you that was some of the best racing I've ever watched in my life was with those cars.
Grand Forks, North Dakota.
I watched them 4 wide in the infield at Ransomville last year, and the crowd legit sounded like it was Knoxville. I'm not kidding, it really was.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And I've had the privilege, too, of hanging out for like 10 minutes in the box with Johnny after an Outlaws race. Just telling stories, and that is something to listen to. He's a hilarious guy, so.
I'm gonna tell you
this
what,
is while
I
he's
think
picking up his stuff, so. Yeah, go ahead.
Patrick Spangler's back in the 4th position.
He is. Back to green. Checking to see if we did complete a lap. And we did complete a lap before the caution flag flew. Moonen holding serve on Ross Corina into 3 and 4. Chapman trying to get around. Here comes Spangler. Looking to go up 2 in 1 lap. He gets 3rd of the line over Blake Chapman. Inside on Corina for 2nd. That's going to be tough, Dean.
Hey, Patrick has got a good car down low as well. It's, he's making it work. The outside still is a little bit faster, but look at Patrick coming off too. Look at
Ross
this.
nearly gets into Kyle Moonen.
I think he's got something here.
Opens up the door for Patrick Spangler through 3 and 4. It's Moonen that still leads.
He's got 2nd.
Spangler has it
You
at
got
the
3
line.
up top and 3 down low.
Look at this. Almost gets it. Here comes Stephen Golder. 5 cars under a blanket for this race lead. Can Spangler lead at the line? Oh, look who else is coming. He's looking at what Spangler's doing. He's surprised because that's his
Look
padded
at Steven
line.
Goldner.
Oh,
Oh,
off the track
wow.
goes the leader. Moonen goes off track. Stay green.
I think
He's
I heard
back
what
in
he said
sixth.
underneath his helmet.
And Spangler.
Here
goes
comes
to the
Brennan
race lead.
Lacey.
Yes, Lacey coming to the inside. Goldner down underneath. Top 5.
You can
oh,
put
no,
5 under a blanket right now.
Goldner down to the inside for the
Holy
lead.
smokes.
Steven leads in the line. This is
Well, it's interesting
fantastic
because Goldner
stuff.
and Lacey got the same setups.
3-1 for second position.
Great
Take a
racing.
breath, guys. Take a breath.
Caution.
Goldner's going to have the lead.
Jeff Flero has spun
Holy
it.
crap.
Yeah,
Now
yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say Goldner and Lacey have been working together on their setups because, because I asked Steven, how does Brennan get so good down low? And they said they've been working on things. And evidently, Steven Goldner's got the same setup in because you can see how both are so good down low.
Man,
Old Vanderbilt guys work together.
let me tell you something. If you all thought that,
All racing.
if you all thought our season finale with the Renegades at Fallujah last year was like the best racing ever in the Coast2Coast Racing League, we may want to think again. Like, I mean, Corinna and Flero did put on one hell of a duel at the end of last season, but just this is just unbelievable. This is like USA type action at Lernerville of all places. By the way, Dean, unfortunately you are overbid. The fall off count is now at 38.
At least,
Getting close.
Yeah.
it's been a bad night.
Alrighty.
The good thing is we got 21 more laps of this.
Absolutely.
I know
This-
that, the caution came out. I know that the caution had came out, but could you imagine if we had went any bit more green? Because both lines started firing on all cylinders.
if we go caution
When the,
free to
when
the
the
end.
bottom got fully separated, when the bottom got separated from the top and they started running both lines, just running the lines, not racing each other, it was literally neck and neck every lap at those, or that last lap was.
You think Spangler's going to blast the top in one here?
Absolutely.
We'll see what happens as we come to the Mission 22 restart. Goldner fires as we're back to green. Lacey's thinking, gets the door shut. Everyone on the bottom. Spangler goes up the track, though. Here comes the low line. He takes second spot away from Patrick Spangler. And it looks like the low line is working out, guys. They pulled away from Spangler by just a bit. See what Corinna does on the bottom. Can't do it there. And Corinna wants third. Spangler holding on to it. Dean, looks like Lacey's got a run, though.
Yeah, he's just staying right there, maybe hoping for Steven to maybe slide up coming off. See how he diamonds the corner right here? Try to get under coming off right here.
Here he goes. He's got the run down the back chute. Oh, not yet. Pulled him to the left rear quarter panel. But Goldner gives him the space into 3 and 4. At the line, it's Brennan Lacey. And Brennan Lacey is furious after what happened last week. He thought he had to win at Kokomo after going from the rear from spinning to winning. Jeff Barker is off course in turn 1 and 2. Fall off count is now at 39.
I'm just going to say this now. I think
Here comes Patrick.
Spangler.
Because the bottom's getting thinner and thinner now, so the top might be coming back.
We'll see what happens. It was just about Goldner by a hair for second spot. Oh no, Patrick falls off! And that may be what cost him the race as we are halfway home. Now at 40 for the fall off count. We've nearly doubled it. Best battle on track though is for the bottom step of the podium between Ross Corinna and Blake Chapman, guys. And Ross is starting to close in on Steven.
The big thing for me is I see that both of them are running the actual high side of 1 and 2. And for a while there, we were just seeing them kind of run the middle.
Caution! Kyle Moonen.
Caution.
That changes things a little bit.
Absolutely.
Tires will cool off. Yeah.
And he has gone off the course as well. That's a tough break.
41. Okay, I need one more, fellas. And then
Here's what
clean
happened.
slate from there.
Here's what happened to Lights Out. Bye-bye. So he'll go to the rear of the field in 15th. Jeff Barker, by the way, had spun earlier off course, but that did not bring a caution flag out. So it's low line Lacey out in the race lead. The yellow, though, is what Patrick Spangler wanted, as that puts him back near the front of the field in 5th position. Can he make it? Can he make the comeback to try and go 4 in a row is the question, guys.
Well, 10 laps, or actually 11 laps, so there's still some time. And then look how thin that tack part on the bottom is now. If you notice, Lacey was getting really loose coming off too.
Tyler Wilson, what is this going on here?
What's he doing on the front straightaway?
Let's take a look. That's interesting.
Does internet go out or steering wheel?
I don't know. That must have been a connection issue with the steering.
Yeah.
Let's look here.
Yeah, it does. It looks like his wheel came undone.
Yeah, car just jerked to the left. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
wheel issue.
That's a wheel. Yeah, it's a wheel.
So ready for the restart. Brought to you by Mission 22. 11 to go, and they fan out again. Ross Carrera. Blake
Look at the
Chapman
top.
have got the outside working. Carrera wants second on Stephen Goldner. 10 laps to go this time by from Lernerville. But Goldner holding on to second, guys. And he's all over Lacey, but caught the berm in turn 2. Allows Lowline to pull away. Here's the run for Ross, though, off of corner number 4. Can't get, and Spangler nearly got through at the line, Isaac.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, if you can just, they're making, I wouldn't say they're making mistakes, but they're running their hearts out right now, and you know it's gonna be who can make less mistakes, probably.
8 laps to go. Once again, this is a guy in Brennan Lacey that comes with a PO'd attitude. In his last few races, got DQ'd at Knoxville a couple weeks ago, didn't race at Eldora, and then finished in 5th at Kokomo, in which he had a race-winning car. 6 laps to go, and he's opened up the lead at 0.6 of a second. Best battle is on for 4th.
Yeah, he can just attack. What I'm seeing here is I think that Blake can kind of go in a little bit harder than Patrick could right there.
That's some good hard racing there. Patrick shut the door on Blake for 4th position on the racetrack. 4 laps to go here at Lernerville. You got a good race as well for 7th between Barry Goldner and Terry Landis. Kyle Moonen also trying to rebound from his spin. Let's go back to 3rd, or rather 4th, with 3 laps to go. Look at that. Blake Chapman trying to diamond off the high side, and he's got the run for P4. Let's see if he sends it for the slider. He does. Blake Chapman takes 4th spot away. Spangler crosses it over. 2 laps remain here at the Lernerville Speedway. Spangler can't clear up on Blake Chapman, but he's still able to use the slider line in 3 and 4. White flag is out meanwhile. 1 lap to go for Brennan Lacey. The Velocity Race Design Vandyville Race Cars number 414 through 3 and 4 for the final time. Welcome back, Lowline. Brennan Lacey back in victory lane at Lernerville Speedway. Steven second and Ross 3rd. Yeah, take a breath, folks. That was a heck of a race.
It's amazing how they can run the low side with so much speed like that.
It is truly incredible.
Amazing. Amazing.
Final car count for, or final fall off count for Renegades was 19 tonight, which means the grand total is 41.
Dang.
If we're playing the Price is Right, Dean wins, but if we're just going closest, Isaac wins. So your top 3 pose for a photo in what's been an awesome night tonight. And I think we have a special guest who has decided to completely block Dean's camera.
Yeah, his fat butt's right in the way.
Yeah, he's just hanging out right there.
Yep,
Yeah, he is.
yep, there he is. It's your annual,
Yep.
it's the weekly
hold
buddy
on.
appearance.
Hold on, there he is. There he is. There he is.
Time for our weekly buddy appearance. Hey, Buddy 2, what's up? Dean needs to get a shirt with Buddy on it.
He enjoyed the Renegades as well.
What am I?
He had a good seat right in front of me.
Yeah, he came to come watch the Renegades
Yeah,
race.
my boss at the radio station I work at has a shirt with his dog on it. His dog's name is Cookie Gilchrist from the Bills.
Oh no.
Anyway, let's get to talking with the top 3 here while Lacey is in victory lane. Let's begin with our 3rd place finisher, Ross Carina. Ross, walk us through your race tonight, man.
Well, the top is pretty sketchy. Just got to be careful up there. Obviously, Lacey and Golden are pretty good on the bottom, so I thought before that last yellow came out, I was kind of catching them, but I think the top just went away too much, and they ran away with it.
Overall, though, how fun was that race? There was at once a 5-car battle for the race lead.
Yeah, the first 9 laps where I think there was 5 or 6 of us that were just like I think Chapman said, under a blanket, and I don't think there was anybody that touched anybody. And when you can race like that, 5-6 cars, and stay clean, it's really fun.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
I'd like to thank the guys over at Phantom Motorsports, Vanderbilt Race Cars, Power Outdoors, Velocity Race Design, Weichel Sportswear, you guys for putting on the show, and everybody for running the league.
I'll let you go, man. Great run tonight.
Thank you.
Ross Carina, our 3rd place finisher tonight. Let's go to our 2nd place finisher in Steven Goldner. Steven, that was a fun race, man, in your return after we haven't seen you since Knoxville. What more did you need for Brennan tonight, though?
I don't know. He was pretty good. We were both pretty even. He was hitting the lines better early. Or like at that midpoint of the race when he got by me, he was hitting it better than I was. I was probably not paying attention enough in front of me. You know, it's been a while since I've, been on iRacing, and I wasn't real comfortable up top at Lernerville, so we just figured we'd try the bottom and shoot for a win, but we came up one spot short.
How fun was that race tonight? That was an incredible race for the race lead.
It was fun. I mean, at one point, I think we were like 4 wide from what I heard from people behind us. So it was definitely, hopefully, good for the fans to watch, and it was fun for us drivers to do too, with everyone being so clean.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to on the run?
I gotta thank all the Bendy Boat guys. I've been kind of absent here, and they've been picking up the slack for me. Ross at Velocity Race Designs, Alex at ABR Setup Shops, Dirt Doctor Trucking, Bio.com, Wagner Brothers, Fits Perfect Photography, Dylan Westbrook Racing for the title sponsor for the series, you guys for the broadcast, and Roger and everyone who helps up with the league.
Great run tonight, man.
Thanks. Hopefully we can talk to you guys in a couple weeks.
Yep, you as well. Steven Goldner, our 2nd place finisher tonight. Time to go to Cool Ray Victory Lane and talk with your race winner, Brennan Lacey in the 414, who is also the Chip Bangers Racing Hard Charger Award, up 8 spots from 9th to the win. Brennan, congratulations. I got a feeling you wanted this win so badly after what happened in the last 2 races at Kokomo and Knoxville.
Yeah, Knoxville's always been a struggle for me. I got up on the bike there and totaled it out, and then I feel like I kind of let one go there at Kokomo. It was kind of rough driving. I was driving over my head quite a bit, got into some guys, and always got to apologize to those guys, make up with them. But it wasn't too pretty, but luckily we were able to get tonight and go up there and get us another win. So hopefully that can continue here.
Did you have a good feeling that you were going to close in for that race late after all the fun battles that were going on?
Yeah, I started ninth. I was just more of this. Let's keep it smooth and let's see what can happen here. And luckily we were able to get down there, and thanks to the help of Goldner, the crew chief I like to call him now, as well as we've been running. We were able to get down there, and he was helping with the lines and stuff, and from inside his car. So it was great to be able to follow up there with him. And that race right there with 6 of us was fantastic. I wish that happened more often.
Well, we've got an off week next week technically, but I have a feeling you're going to race Knoxville for the Mike Westbrook Memorial. But we've got Lima Land in a couple of weeks. I think we know what you're going to say and what you're expecting for next week, for the next race.
Yeah, I was gonna say that set's already probably preloaded, so let's head that way. Let's get there in 2 weeks. We're actually gonna take next week off. We're gonna go run the DOB special, the Kings Royal special they're running. So hopefully we can go do good in that. Got a couple of the guys off the team and go out there and see what we can do with it. So we'll be there next week, and then we'll see you in the pits on Lima Land in a couple.
I've got a quick question for Brennan.
Yes, sir.
Brennan, I know Stephen Goldner fairly well because he ran my ESS league last year, and I study what you guys do. Are you guys in the same Discord when you run this race like tonight? Are you helping each other out?
Yeah, for sure. Bandy and them, it's Bandy's team. Bandy formed it. And then luckily we all came together, found our ways, and joined together, and great. We all click. It's crazy. Everywhere we can go, we got speed, and that's what we like. And it's a great group of guys to joke around with, have a good time, But Goldner's big help, Like I said earlier, I like to consider him my car chief at this point, always helping me out. So we're gonna get that on a paint with Ross here soon. So look out for the hut.
Do you think it's an advantage by running the low lane that you both did? Because usually sprint cars and iRacing in general, the top side's always where you want to go. That's always the fastest. But now watching you guys run low, I mean, you can run the top when you need to, but to have that advantage running low, I just think that's something you guys got in the back pocket that really works.
Yeah, I think it was into 21 is when we started hitting with that set, and we've kind of built on it, upgraded it here and there with all the new builds and everything. But it's one of those sets that you can pretty much put it anywhere. Like I know he had a fantastic setup tonight. I had fantastic setup, but you can run it top, middle, bottom, wherever you want to with a few adjustments. It's fantastic, and luckily we were able to hit on that thing, and it works like a dream.
Oh, fun to watch, man. Fun to watch.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to on the car tonight?
Big thanks to Bandy Build as always. Great group of guys. Got this thing dialed in again. Again, huge thanks to Stephen Goldner for helping me out there. Big shout out to Ross at Velocity Race Designs, making these things look killer as always. And then also you guys are doing a fabulous job as always, and look forward to seeing you all next week.
All right, man. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, sir.
Brennan Lacey celebrating in Cool Ray Victory Lane. Brennan's third win of the season, tying him with Patrick Spangler for the most on the year. Once again, celebrating Cool Ray Victory Lane. Cool Ray's goal is to make sure that Ray's tradition of 100% customer satisfaction lives on today. Cool Ray is proud of their reputation of providing excellent service to homeowners and businesses in Georgia. Their mission is to continue to build long-lasting relationships with their customers through their winning spirit and commitment to 100% satisfaction guaranteed. A look at your final race results here for our Renegades division. Brennan Lacey winning by 0.6 of a second on Stephen Goldner. Ross Corona 3rd, Blake Chapman 4th, Patrick Spangler 5th, Kyle Moonen 6th, Bob DeGood 7th, Barry Goldner 8th, Terry Landis 9th, and Joe Backus rounds out the top 10. So, gentlemen, it's been a fun night tonight here at Lernerville. And now we go to Knoxville next week for a non-points event, the Mike Westbrook Memorial, guys. This should be a fun one for sure. Isaac, what are you thinking next week?
Well, I haven't registered yet, and I'm tempted just to kind of hang out in the broadcast booth with you, just because I've been having a blast. But I also know that it's supposed to be a busy week, and so I'm in that teeter-totter of I want to race, but I want to broadcast, but I know I'm busy. But some of the racing we've seen this season so far, when you add all that in to a track like Knoxville, where we've been this season already, and you've seen a lot of guys shine, and some of those guys, they're going to shine, but you also see some of these guys that have been looking forward to that race because they're okay, well, I saw how the track progressed. I'm going to set my car up like this, So I think we're going to have a lot closer racing, and I think it's going to be just a stellar event. And like tonight, amazing. You know, all the way through, I thought tonight was fantastic. But next week's event, excuse me, I think it's just gonna be out of the ballpark.
Dean?
Yeah, when Roger puts together the charity events, they go above and beyond. And, me knowing Dylan Westbrook personally as well as he's ran with ESS several times. So it's an important event that I like to be a part of. So I'm going to race on Monday. I picked Monday night to do the race. And, last time they did the Knoxville Nationals, I made it to the C-main. And hopefully I can do a little bit more. But it's all about the charity, all about the event more than anything else. And, and the charity events are open to everybody. It's not just Coast-to-Coast members either. So you're going to get some ringers that are going to come on in. And that makes the event fun. That's how we learn. And I'm looking forward to it. And so next week I'll be in the booth and in the wheel, behind the wheel.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fun one next week. Make sure you tune in. Start time to be determined on the Coast-to-Coast Racing Network. So that will do it for us here tonight. On behalf of everyone at the Coast-to-Coast Racing Network, including Cool Ray, Oshweek, and Speedway, on behalf of Roger Craig and Preston Cranmer, and on behalf of my broadcast partners tonight, Dean Reynolds and Isaac Salas, Marty Sakala, signing off. Congratulations to your winners tonight, Kurt Schatzer and the Raiders, Michael Berthay and the Rebels, and Brendan Lacey and the Renegades. So long, everyone.